What is going on, guys? We are live once again. 1 month removed. What's up, guys? Fuck Hollywood, fuck the Duffer Brothers, fuck the Oscars. Am I right? I'm going to try to keep this live more structured so that it's not as crazy as last time, because last time I don't even know what the hell was going on. Yeah, what's going on, guys? What's going on? What's new? I should be the one telling you what's new. All right. For those of you who haven't seen a live of me, I've only done one. I've done a couple on Discord. I usually just answer questions, any super chats, any questions, stuff like that. But I'm gonna try to keep it. I'm gonna try to keep to some topics. Okay. I think the Oscar. By the way, I'm only gonna go over Oscar nominations and snubs and shit shows within that, because the Oscars is not coming for another 2 months. So I'm not really gonna talk about it that much. I haven't seen the new Silent Hill film, but I heard it's really, really bad, and that was really disappointing because I wanted Silent Hill to be good. Yes, I will be doing more anime. I'm going to be doing more video game stuff too. So these next few videos are going to be like diverse. All right, no more Stranger Things content, guys. I know some of you are sick of that. One Piece. Please watch One Piece. The lore world building is out of this world. Okay. It was terrible as a film and an adaptation. Bro, I couldn't believe how bad the reviews were for Silent Hill. I've heard it's a story. So what I've heard from it, from what I've seen from the reviews, is that this film actually adapts like video game source material, but it's like really, really badly done, and the CGI is terrible. Did you see Paul Logan's Pokemon scam? I did see Paul Logan's Pokemon scam. Dude, how many goddamn scams does Logan Paul do? He's done he still has to pay back people for the last scam. Thank you for the $10 Polarizer 372. What's up, my G? Relatively new subscriber. Love the stuff. What are your thoughts on reaction vids? Like, I feel like you could give a good non-faking good reaction. Would love to see Code Geass for X. I don't know. Maybe one day I might give a reaction vid. The problem with me is my reaction vids are very 50-50. Sometimes they'll be crazy, and sometimes I won't be reacting at all. And if you catch me doing coke, that could be the best reactions. But I don't know. Maybe. I'm also like a little fussed about copyright. YouTube's copywriting stuff is a bit weird to me. I don't want to get into trouble with that at all. If you don't remember where Disney's was looking for other creators, what did they say about you? Okay, so if you're referring to the thing I think you're saying, so basically Disney, should I say this, man? Okay, I have a couple things to say, so you guys better stay tuned, and keep watching, because I have some announcements to make. Thank you for the 2, I think that's euros. Imagine Alex 5850. Did we miss the rants already? No, don't worry. I got a lot of stuff to rant about. But so Disney, watch Gantz. Okay, I've heard a lot of people suggest that. Thank you for the 2 euros. Thank you. Hey, you should check out the Alien Raiders movie and see if you want to do reaction or make a video. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Disney has this. Man, should I say it? I'm not on any contract. I'm on an NDA, so I can. Disney has this thing called Pocket Watch. So basically, Pocket Watch is something that Disney's putting on their site, their Disney Plus, for creators, specifically on YouTube and maybe other streaming platforms who are big and talk about content that's trending with Disney. So when Predator Badlands was trending, they should I say it? There's no issue. They reached out to me. Saying, yo, we love you. Like, can we feature these videos? And then they offered to pay and all that. And I was like, fuck Disney. I ain't doing that. Where's that money going, bro? I ain't trying to fund any bullshit. Thank you for the $20, new DK Gaming. Is there a comment with that? Thank you. Thank you. Have you seen Walking Dead? I've seen a couple eps. So yeah, that's bro. And if you guys don't believe me, like that's not even the most stupid thing to happen. There's been a law firm that's reached out to me too for no reason, bro. I'm a coke addict. What are these people doing? How desperate are they for money? And it's real too, because that law firm apparently they play fast and loose. They're passed around like a blunt. A lot of people, they go to a lot of people. Thoughts on Ryan Hurst being cast as Kratos? Yes, Ryan Hurst is great casting as Kratos. If you guys have seen Sons of Anarchy, he played a great Viking biker, OP in that. Badass. Thank you for. So I think he's great. And Teresa Palmer's cast. I hope the Deborah Ann Wall gets cast as well. Thank you for the €2, Biggs 420. Zaffy, come to Holland. We got the best Coke. I'll keep that in mind, man. I think I might be. I gotta travel more, man. I gotta travel. I got to get around, man. There's a lot of streaming stuff I can do on traveling, and there's a lot of things I want to film. Thank you for the $2. Slickenstein 6951 taking on Hollywood, one Coca-Cola line at a time. You got a big dog. 100% taking on Hollywood, one Coke line at a time. Please, man, let's talk. What do you think will happen at the end of The Boys season 5? Oh man, it's really hard to keep these streams organized, man, because there's so many questions of different varieties. I don't know. Well, I think Homelander will probably lose his powers, and I think Butcher will be the villain, and then Ryan and Huey will have to defeat him. Personally, that just as a starting point. Thank you for the US $5. Polarizer 372. Also, what are your thoughts on making Robert Pattinson Batman Beyond? I think we would have been way better, man. He'd make a much better Terry. Perhaps the thing about Robert Pattinson is this: he's also getting older, like every single day. Like they're taking 5 years to make the film. But also Terry McGinnis, from what I've seen, is a very different personality than the one Robert's playing. To be honest, it's different characters, right? But yeah, I would have loved to see a Batman Beyond film for sure. But I don't know if Robert Pattinson would be my number one choice. I actually think low key, and it wouldn't work because Nolan's universe is not geared towards this kind of thing, and they don't want to make sequels to that. But I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I don't know what's happened to the actor. He's kind of lost relevancy in the last couple of years, but I think he could have made a good Nightwing, but I think him as Terry would have been good too. I just think he could have talked mad shit, bro, as Terry McGinnis. He would have been great. You're a bum. Thank you, my friend. Zaffy, what do you think about Marvel Rivals drama? What is happening with Marvel Rivals drama? Bro, we got to get into the Oscars stuff too. This is not the first time live streaming. I did it once last month. What are your thoughts on the writer of Batman, Brave and the Bold? Who is that? Who is writing Batman, Brave and the Bold? Zaffy only came to leave. Don't leave, man. What's wrong with you? Yo, Zaffy, have you seen Dragon Ball Super? Okay, let me just announce this real quick. I'm going to be doing another live stream this week, probably on Wednesday. And I'm bringing a special guest, okay? Lana Lang over Felicity Smoke, always! What the hell is this, bro? Felicity doesn't even compare. She's good looking, but Zaffy, they're both terrible, to be fair, though, for their shows. If you're talking like pure, like who I would love, then it's Lana. Here to support my favorite mega large YouTuber. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. What is the best movie on this year's Oscars, bro? Let me tell you. Let me go through this for you guys. So, thank you for the €5. Imagine Alex 585. I'm going to use the super chat to shill the movie. Daryl 1985. This is a sci-fi movie that is not very not known. Okay. Can I heart this? Can I heart this? What happens if I heart this? I'm gonna heart that. But also like suggest it on the Discord. Yeah, the best pictures. Let's see the best. Okay, so here are the movies. Okay, so man, I'm confused. So I told you guys I'm going live again this week. I'm bringing a special guest. I'm going to tell you the special guest. I need you guys to tune in for that because he's a bit sus. All right, you may know him. I need to know if he's like if he's a viable person that I should be hiring to work with me. He reminds me a bit of Macro. Okay, so retract who you said reached out to you. Fuck that. Okay, so best picture was Secret Agent, Marty Supreme, F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Begonia, Train Dreams, Sinners, Hamnet, Sentimental Value. Those were the nominees for best picture. So by the way, I don't think that. So I'll tell you right away. I don't think Sinners or Frankenstein should be nominated for best picture. Personally, I like both the films, but I don't think they should be nominated. I think No Other Choice should have been in here. That was a big snub. Big thank you for the 249 euro, big 42 420s. Zaffi, have you seen the show The 100? I love it. I've seen parts of The 100 way back in high school. And I love parts of it. I wouldn't say I love, but I like parts of it. There's a lot of eye candy on that show for me, so obviously I had to watch it. Um, what to say? I don't know. I stopped watch. The problem is I stopped watching, so I don't have like that big of an opinion on it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. But thank you for the euros. Thank you for the $20 US, Chris Chick 38. Keep up the fine work, Zappy. You must watch Gangs of London. Season 1 equals GOAT. Okay, all right. I'm gonna heart that too. I should probably heart all of these. Sorry, guys. Um, he's a gooner. He's a track star. Bring Her Back was better than that list, bro. Man, Bring Her Back is a really disturbing film. It's a really really disturbing film. I do not think that. So here's my opinion on Sinners being on the list. I think Sinners is aesthetically, in terms of music, aesthetic, cinematography, and just the way it presented its culture. I think all that was fine. I just think 18, or was it 16 Oscars is crazy though. 16 Oscars is crazy. That's more nominations than Lord of the Rings had. Now, Lord of the Rings won all of its Oscars, but 16 Oscar nominations for Sinners is, are you high? And by the way, Ryan Coogler is nominated for Best Director. Michael B. Jordan's nominated for Best Actor. Both of them did great job, but I think the Best Actor will either go to Leonardo DiCaprio or Timothy, probably Timothy Chalamet. I think Lee Byung-hun, I had to freaking write his name down because I keep forgetting, from No Other Choice. I even think, low key, Michael Fassbender and Channing Tatum. Have you guys seen Black Bag? Michael Fassbender should have gotten at least nomination. Channing Tatum in Roofman. Come on, man. Josh Brolin as a supporting actor from Knives Out 2, that Knives Out movie. Josh Brolin was amazing in it, bruv. How are you not at least nominated? It's crazy. Michael Corvin versus Van Helsing werewolf. No moon weakness. Who wins? Probably Van Helsing. Because Van Helsing also has, I don't know if it still counts, but there's some angel shit with Van Helsing. Plus, his werewolf is huge, Like Michael beat William, but William was also really starved at that point too. You have to remember. He was in a freaking dungeon or tomb for like hundreds of years. So I think I think Van Helsing is actually really OP. Which movie had the most impact in your life? The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight for sure, 100%. I know that's probably like a cliche answer to give, but for someone my age, it was The Dark Knight. What's your take on the new Silent Hill movie? So when I saw the trailer, I thought it was going to be shit, but I was hoping that maybe it just looked low budget and that it would be better, because I really think a low budget video game movie that's not trying to dump so much money and do a lot of shit, I think that could potentially be good. But unfortunately, it's turning out that it's not good at all. So yeah, Black Bag is ass. No, it's not. Zaffy, take off your stupid mask. No, I'm not. Zaffy, listen, bro, you got to watch this film called Let Me In from. Oh, bro, Let Me In's goated. Let Me In's goated. Talking about the vampire Let Me In, right? Unless there's another Let Me In you're talking about. That's goated. I don't understand. It was the director of the first is Silent Hill. What the hell was happening? Yo, guys, low key, that first Silent Hill movie's aged well. With all this, their inability to make a good film. And I'm not even saying the first movie's that good, but man, I gotta be honest. There was some good stuff in that film. I know, bro. It has problems, but still. Zap, you ever seen Battle for Los Angeles? I have seen Battle Los Angeles. I don't know about Battle for Los Angeles. No. Zap, are you a Dragon Ball fan? No, not distinctly, but I respect it. I respect Dragon Ball. Silent Hill and Resident Evil live action films are shit. They are. Zappy, have you ever watched Mean Machine? If you have, what are your thoughts? I have not seen Mean Machine. I probably have, but I just don't remember. I need to put a face to the name. Have you watched the anime? Yeah, I've been watching Hellsing, and bro, that dude's OP as fuck. I think Alucard from Hellsing is the most powerful vampire in fiction. Am I wrong, chat? Do you guys concur? Zaffy, what direction do you want to see the Batman 2 take? I want to see Court of Owls, but I don't think I think they're doing Long Halloween, but they're not going to go with who the killer was in the Long Halloween. They're probably going to, it's going to be a Two-Face origin story. And I think the killer will probably be like this version of Hush, their version of Hush, if I had to guess. Zaffy, what are your thoughts on The Day After Tomorrow and 2012? They're both Roland Emmerich, right? They're fun. They're like cheesy fun popcorn destruction of the world films. Day After Tomorrow is probably like my favorite of those two. You should watch Black Lagoon. Okay, Claymore anime. That's the one that's also come up a lot. Why don't you like Sherlock Benedict version? Why you don't like Sherlock? I think the Sherlock Benedict version is a bit overrated. I think I actually watched a couple video essays on the Sherlock TV show that really jive with me. There's something about it, man. I actually low key like the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes films a lot. Don't kill me, chat. Thank you for the €5. Imagine Alex 5850. Another shilling. Watch the sci-fi Ling Cage CGI anime series. Let me hear this. There are English titles. It's so fucking good. Believe me, you'll love it. Okay, will do. Goblin Slayer is a fun anime. Your opinion on Dark? Season 1 of Dark was amazing, man. I'm have to. The problem is, man, I'm caught, chat. I really want to continue Dark, but I promised From the TV show From. I could watch both. But the problem is, I'm also trying to watch these anime like Hellsing and Code Geass. It's a problem. Oh shit! Thank you for the $50 US. Hold on, Zaffi, you're the bro. We'll rip a line in your honor. Also check out Ninja Scroll if you haven't. Okay. Are you referring to a game, an anime, or a film? Because it could be all three. But thank you. Thank you for the €249. How many layers does your toilet paper have? Two. What are they called? Reams? It's two. Bro, I'll be honest, bro. My fucking assistant keeps stealing my toilet paper. And he thinks I don't know, but I gaslight myself into thinking that I just ran out because I shit a lot. But I think my assistant low key has been taking it and hiding it in his washroom, and it's been pissing me off, chap. And he's okay. I'm just gonna say he's He's the guest on my next live. I think this dude is a pervert, which is fine. So you could argue I am too, but it's like micro. My assistant is reminding me of macro. I think he might be a sexual deviant. So I'm gonna bring him on next live, and I need you guys to help me suss out if he is actually weird or it's just me because I'm paranoid, right? I beat the shit out of macro for this, and I'm still trying to hunt macro down. I think Micro, my new assistant, there's something about him. Like the detective in Dexter. Why can't I remember his name ever? I'm looking at him like Dokes. I'm looking at him like Dokes. I'm just like, bruv. So he's gonna be next to me next stream on Wednesday. I think is when he's planning to come. I'm gonna make him help me manage stuff here. I think my assistant's a sexual degenerate, and he's a weirdo. He's been stealing my toilet paper, and then I go into his room and I see a freaking full toilet paper, like whatever they're called. I grab it. Every time I try to take a shit again, it's always gone. He's always taking it. He's knowing the fucking hell out of me. And he's watching me too. That's the worst part. It's getting bad. Every single assistant is like this. Okay, I think I missed a super chat. Thank you for the $10 US. Dwight Baldwin, 5,500. Read a book series like the Dresden Files. Okay. That sounds very familiar, by the way, the Dresden Files. Hello friend, had seen the movie Roofman? Yeah, of course I have, man. I love the movie Roofman. Zaffy, bro, the vampire let me in from 2010. You got a review, bro. It's on the channel. I will. I should actually. Fuck. The problem is with niche films, it's all about judging it's all about seeing what my audience likes, right? I sometimes a niche film really works out. Like this is not really a niche film, but Chronicle. And then sometimes they don't, so I got to figure it out. But I would love to talk about that. Someone said something really cool. Zaffy, what is your thoughts on Wesley Snipes' Blade? He's goaded, man. He's goaded. Zaffy, do you like Tony Hawk? I do. Oh man, Tony Hawk. That's a nostalgic ass topic to bring up. Films are a joke. Most of them are. Zaffy, what's your workout routine to destroy Hollywood? I just do a lot of pull-ups. I push that sled of weights across. I usually like to do martial arts training, man. I don't like lifting weights at all. This is the problem. I hate lifting weights. It's not fun to me at all. You have to do it, of course, and I do. And my friend's actually been helping me with Olympic weightlifting, like the clean and jerks and the snatches and all that stuff. Lightweight. I don't lift heavy, but so that's been okay. And then the pushing sleds, pulling sleds, like that. Those kind of dynamic movements are fun because they're very practical. And pull-ups too, but muscle ups, of course. But I hate fucking weights, unfortunately. But I have to do them. Could you knock me out, Zaffy? I don't know. depends on your size and skill. How would the fight between Palpatine against any Lovecraftian bro? They would wipe the floor with Palpatine. They would wipe the floor with everyone. They would wipe the floor with anyone. The problem is, guys, Cthulhu. There's one story where Cthulhu gets stabbed by a boat, and people think like, oh, he's weak. That's not how. HP fucked up when he wrote that. It's not how he's supposed to. This guy's beyond reality. That's the problem. Why were Steven Seagal's 90 movies cool and energetic and the ones after 2000 all crap? Is because I don't know, to be honest. Steven Seagal just like, it's really funny to look at a guy like him because he takes himself like the most serious. He takes himself so seriously. I don't know. It's like every movie he's in, he's just trying to be that guy really, really badly. And it's funny as fuck, to be fair. But it's like Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel, but packed into films that have zero budget and are like so bad that you just can't even watch them. That's the problem. I think Zaffi is Greek. Okay. Coming in late, had no idea you did live streams. Gonna catch up, bro. I do live streams, guys. 527 viewers only. Well, okay. Whatever. We'll get there. We'll get high. Best niche movie ever. If you're asking me, I would have to think about that one. Seagal movies in hindsight are trash because he's Steven Seagal. We're dope backing in the day. Best knife fight in movie history. Safi, can you please make a vid about the new Fallout season is drawing? Okay, guys. So can I ask you guys, because I haven't seen it and I haven't even finished season 1. How is Fallout season 2, honestly? Because I've heard some people say it's terrible, but I don't know how many people are saying it's terrible because of political reasons or just saying it's terrible because it doesn't follow the game. And then some people are saying no, people are blowing it out of proportion. Thank you for the $5. Here's to a bigger fear for you and getting one step closer to Hollywood takeover. Thank you, my man. Joshua Beard 2590. Thank you for the $5, my man. I'm sure that Bone Temple caught you off guard, bro. Bone Temple was way better than I thought it was going to be. Way better than I thought it was going to be because I didn't hate the first one, but the first one was just kind of meh. The second one was just like it's like what Dune 2 was for me. Because I didn't really care for Dune 1 that much. I thought Dune 2 was great. That same thing with Bone Temple. Fallout 8 out of 10, to be honest. Okay. I like Bone Temple a lot. I did too. Are you going to do gaming on stream, Zaffi? Should I? That's going to be tough. I'll have to figure out how to do it. I have to get Steam set up. Like my brother uses Steam, so I need his help. Zaffi, when will you watch Demon Slayer and give us a review? I don't know, man. I have a lot to catch up on before I do that. Bone Temple, 10 out of 10. Zaffi Comic Book Season 2. Sorry, Zaffi Comic Book 2 says we see the top of Thor, Rune King, and Doomsday. I think Rune King, a version of Rune King will show up. I just fear how powerful I don't know how powerful they're going to make him. They don't do anything right by these characters anymore. Not Thor, not Hulk. It's terrible. Zaffi, make a video on Toby Spider-Man 4 being confirmed to never happen. Is that a thing? Is Toby not in Doomsday? I thought he was confirmed. By the way, I thought he was confirmed, chat. I could have been wrong. I everything I was seeing was indicating me that he was in it. Thank you for the $5, Cody 1952. Your thoughts on this? Elle, even if she survived, had the worst ending. She lost a dad, boyfriend, friend group, age 16, given 2 choices. They're dead or 11. Yeah, her life is shit, man. Fuck Kali for instilling that in her brain. Why the hell would you could have wiped the floor with this entire military? You just defeated the Mind Flayer and Vecna, bruv. Oh, but they'll keep coming back. Okay, so let them. You've defeated them how many times now? It's cool, bro. It's an adventure. Every time the military try to do some stupid shit. I understand the point, but 11 was the one to create the Upside Down, right? She could end this all. Plus, all the pregnant women that they were experimenting on died. They all got blown the fuck up. I feel like the Duffer Brothers are, man, idiots. Doom Eternal gaming stream, but guys, I have a video game related video coming out tomorrow. I think the gamers will enjoy it, but you might also crash out over it. I rank the best video games in my opinion. I rank my favorite ones, so I hope you guys like it. Sam Raimi. Oh, a lore video is dropping this week as well. Okay, should I get into the Oscars? Fuck it. Zaffi, are you Chinese? No, I'm not Chinese. Zaffi, what do you think of Color Out of Space? I thought it was okay. I thought it was a cool concept. The problem I'm having, guys, is when there's some of these films have a really cool creature or concept, like Arcadian, like Color Out of Space, but the film surrounding them is kind of mid. You know, talk about Dark. Okay, are you history buff? Not really. Can you make a video talking about Train to Busan? That's a good movie. I watch a mix of. I should have mentioned that in my zombie, one of my zombie vids. Maybe I didn't. Video game ranking will truly show us if you're a real G. I think you guys are gonna get angry at my video game ranking, guys, because I'm ranking video games on my own experience and biases. Right? It's the weirdest video game ranking you'll ever see in your life. $2. Is Predator Badlands worthy of an Oscar nominee? I think Predator Badlands is worthy of something more than Superman 2025. I don't know why Superman was. I mean, it's not nominated, but it was like entered into the thing. None of those movies are worthy of anything Oscar worthy. But to be fair, there's a lot of Oscar nominated stuff that I don't think is on there. So my biggest Oscar snubs were Kirsten Dunst from Roofman. She should have deserved a nomination. Channing Tatum, maybe. Amanda Seyfried in The Testament of Anne Lee. Why didn't you get her a nomination for supporting act or leading actress? Why? Okay, can I ask you guys? The chick from One Battle After Another, Tiana Taylor, I think her name is, won Best Supporting Actress in the Golden Globes. I think they might give her the Oscar again. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. She was barely in the film. Her daughter actress was better than her in that movie, and I don't think she should deserve it. It should have been Amanda Seyfried or maybe even Kate Blanchett. Screenplay, I think Black Bag screenplay. It's an espionage film that's made really tight. I think that's a really good screenplay that should have been nominated. Chainsaw Man in the animated category. Like if Zootopia 2 and K-pop Demon Hunters are there, I think Chainsaw Man with its action sequences should have been at least nominated. I'm not saying he should have won. Best casting, because people get nominated for getting the casting done for the entire crew. The Long Walk, the movie Long Walk, whoever casted that did a great job because all the actors were hitting it out of the park. And then Park Chan-wook should have won Best Director. He should win Best Director. And No Way Home should win Best... Sorry, not No Way Home. No Other Choice should win Best Film, in my opinion. And I think the actor Lee Byung-hun is the best actor of 2026. I know it's a Korean foreign film, but bro, Parasite won in 2020. They don't care about that shit. Long Walk was good. I don't think Sinners should have 16 Oscar nominations, bro. What the fuck are you guys high? Like for what? It shouldn't be nominated for best. Like Michael B. Jordan is great, so I'm not gonna give that much. I think this year was really weak for film. I think that's my personal opinion. Weapons was getting nominated for Oscars. Like I don't think Weapons is that good. Thank you for the US $5. Brayton Walker X7I. Eyes Wide Shut video soon. My most ambitious lore video of all time drops this week, guys, and it has a bunch of shit related to that. Have you ever watched WWE? No, I have. I mean, obviously I have, but I haven't been a fan. But Dave Bautista and Kane were my two favorites. Batista, why am I talking like this? Batista and Kane. Do you like reading manga? No, I don't. I can't read at all. Zaffy versus Klaus. I'd beat Klaus's ass all day. I just kidnap Hope when she's a child, not when she's grown up, because she'd whoop my ass then. The Shining is the best horror film of all time. It's up there for sure. Zappy, you keeping me awake right now. Guys, what is your favorite film of the year? What if we make E.T. a horror film? E.T. would be a great horror film, man. It'd be Lovecraftian. Zaffy, are you a fan of Supernatural? I am. I've been binging it. Supernatural is a perfect show to binge before the boys. F1 is your favorite film of the year? No other choice. Based. Begonia. Thank you for the New Zealand $10, I think. Doom Eternal, best. Yeah. Keep an eye out for tomorrow's video. That's all I'm going to say. But yes, Doom Eternal is a great video game. Doom Eternal is the first Doom game I played, and it's really good. Superman, Train Dreams, One Battle After Another. Have you seen the movie Primate? I have not. How is Primate? Has anyone seen Primate? Should I watch it? I don't think I've watched one movie from 2025. You should, man. You're missing out on some good ones. Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man. Okay, yeah, that was fun. Zaffy, when will you give us Yu-Gi-Oh! Lore reviews? Fuck, I want to give a Yu-Gi-Oh! Vid so badly. Zaffy, are you Arab or tanned white dude? I'll let the people guess. Have you played Dead Space? I have. That's a terrifying video game. One movie on really deep. Movies lack rewatchability these days. They do, man. They really do. No movie this year was maybe F1 was rewatchable, but no, because that's like a fun film. But no film was that rewatchable, man. I'll be honest. Zaffy, you would love Berserk manga. Okay, I've heard different, guy. By the way, because the Berserk manga keeps going on and it's like a depression cycle. I've heard that it's I've heard differently, but you guys are the experts. You guys have read it. That's why I haven't covered Waiting for Doomsday. Okay, Knights of the Seven Kingdoms looks okay. I don't think it looks that good. Bro, House of Dragon season, like House of Dragon still needs to have a proper season. Like it's all been set up so far. I ain't trying to watch another Game of Thrones bullshit spinoff before like I had blue balls after House of Dragon. Okay. Thank you for the €2.49, Bigs 420. I think Running Man's my favorite. I have to see Running Man still. So guys, I've heard mixed things about Running Man 2. Should I watch it? Is it good? Let me know. I love Canada. I'm from the Ukraine. All right, nice. Welcome. House of the Dragon. House of Dragon is peak. I think it could be peak, but the problem is it lost a lot of its luster in season 2 because they kept fucking extending the plot of Damon in some other castle for 5 episodes straight, and they didn't even have anything in the finale done. Running Man, even trailer look lame. Like I'm not interested in any film that has Glenn Powell in it because none of them look that interesting to me. Like that new one, Killing or whatever, with him and Margaret Qualley, who's hot as hell to be fair. Um, like the concepts don't interest me. That's the problem, guys. With most of these films, the concepts don't interest me. Like I don't care about this dude killing people for inheritance. I've seen that film over and over, and there's plenty of them that look better than this. You know, I'll watch it because it looks like it's well made at least, but none of I'm not gripped by anything. Thank you for the $2. Horror is the only thing that's gripping me. Thank you for the $2. Cody 1952. Last thing, you relate a lot of things to angels. Why? Um, I think it's a fun connection to make because I think angels can be some of the creepy, like the biblically accurate angels are really creepy, right? Um, but I think nope. I think there's a really solid argument that there was some angelic shit there. I think there's a lot of references to it made by Jordan Peele, and you got to wonder why. I think I was on the money with that personally. I don't think that creature died at the end. I think it just transcended that form. Personally, maybe I'm bullshitting. Maybe I'm wrong. You know. Is it true that the books can no longer be made into films? They can. The problem is people are like the talent pool in Hollywood. I feel like is shit now. Don't forget to remove Let Me In, dope as fuck underrated vampire film. Okay, I will. I will. Have you seen Severance or Pluribus? I have seen both. I'm a fan of Severance. Pluribus, I thought was good. I just thought it could have been. It was kind of like underwhelming. Um, Fallout is 10 out of 10. Okay, guys. So Fallout's good. Why are people in my Discord saying it's shit? What's going on? What's the disconnect here? People are saying it ruins the games. Is this true? Thank you for the $5. Yo, Zephy, I'm very excited for He-Man. I actually love the Dolph. Sorry, guys, my bad. Love the Dolph version, but this could be even better. It's what I need right now. I'm excited too. Sorry, thank you for the $5, Larry Quartowitz. Yes, I'm excited too. I mean, I feel like it looks like a very predictable superhero film, but yeah, I mean, it looks like it's visually at least in some points doing justice. And I think Skeletor looks pretty cool. I just hope they do Skeletor right. Um, I really, really hope they do Skeletor right, man. Come on, man. I need him. I need him to talk shit. What about War of the Worlds, bro? That's like my number one movie of the year, bro. What are you talking about? I live in Poland. All right, guy. Nice to have you here, man. He-Man, I have hope. I played the Fall game for a little bit. I never watched the show. I am the opposite. I have watched a bit of the show and I've never played the game. I've seen Primate, best horror movie in a while. What the hell, really? What do you think would have happened if in the canceled sequel to Brightburn? I don't know. It would have been just like an evil Superman killing people, right? It probably would have been an older Brightburn, if I had to imagine, but I don't know. Fallout 2 has Justin Theroux as Robert House. Okay, I've seen Primate, best horror movie in a while. Zaffy versus Randy Cunningham. Randy. The TV show retcons the lore of the games. Okay. But did it do it in a way that ruins the show? Or did it do it did it do in the way that just pissed off a gaming fan if you just like the game a lot? Because people are it's very mixed. That's what I'm saying. Like people are saying it's terrible, but people are saying just because it retcon the game doesn't mean it's bad. So it's kind of mixed. Mind Flayer season 5 sucked. Yes, he did. Have you ever played Red Dead Redemption 2? I have not. New season of Dragon Ball Super is coming out. Okay. Do a Total Recall 1991 review. Dude. Total Recall. You know what, guys? I'm gonna be honest. I don't hate the reboot of Total Recall, but yeah, I think you guys know why. Because of who's in it. Do you get hit with snow today, bruv? If I told you how much fucking snow I got hit with today, you'd fucking lose your minds. Um, I had to shovel again probably after this. Okay, thank you for the €5. Imagine Alex 5. But the TV show is very dumb and idiocracy levels in the way it retcons the lore of every factions and as unserious as it gets. Eye rollingly bad. Okay, interesting. So we do got a couple people saying it's shit. Thank you for the $2. Felix Alonso 7836. What are your favorite animal horror movies? Animal horror movies. There was one about tigers going around killing people. Maybe it was lions. I forgot the name of the movie, but it came out in the 90s, maybe, I think. I low-key think Nope is a good animal horror movie because of the shit with the monkey in it. When that monkey starts killing people and you don't see any of it, you just hear it. It's really, really good. I think, bro, there was an idea that somebody had of a horse horror movie where a horse fucks people. Someone said this to me, and I was like, that would be a crazy horror movie. A horse is R-wording people. Apparently, this happened, by the way. Apparently, this happened real, but a horse R-worded a man because the man wanted it to happen, and he got destroyed. He died because of internal bleeding. And I'll be like, that's a really terrifying horror movie. Sorry. Thank you for the €2 V8 Interrupter 33. I think Odyssey will prove that Marvel is over. If it wins, if it makes a lot of money and wins, I mean, I don't really know what that has to do with Marvel though. Like, I think Marvel will keep going. Like, it'll prove that superhero movies are no longer the ones that can make the most money. If Odyssey passes $1 billion, which it could. But let's see, Zaffy, are you talking about Mr. Hands, bro? I don't know who. Somebody said this, that there is a couple people who are really into bestiality, and one of them did it with a horse, and he got destroyed and killed. And I was like, if a horse decides to just do that to people, that's the most terrifying horror movie of all time, Loki. Have you guys seen like images of like horses smiling and shit? They are horrifying. Horses are horrifying. And I have a friend who's obsessed with them, like on a sexual level. Like, he loves horses because they look like chads to him when they run, and they're beautiful animals, right? And I told him, I'm like, bro, if they decided to R-word you, there's nothing you could do. Thank you for the $2 Fat Man 123 Beans. Favorite Marvel and DC hero and villain. Oh, Jesus. Favorite Marvel hero is Daredevil. DC hero is probably Batman. Batman, Superman, Batman. Villain, Magneto. Heath Ledger's Joker is like my favorite live action superhero villain, but Magneto is like my favorite superhero villain in period. I think he's a great villain. Zaffy, you seen that? Dan, dude, what the hell is wrong with you, bro? I heard something, bro. You guys not think a horse going around R-wording people would be the craziest horror movie ever? Zaffy, you seen that unicorn horror movie? Cringe as fuck. I have not. Is that the one with Jenna Ortega? Taking of a Unicorn or some shit? I could be wrong. The A24 film that got terrible reviews. She needs to change her manager, bro. Jenna Ortega's in shit films all the time. Zaffy, have you seen Lake Placid or Rogue? I have not. Bro, you got to watch The Day of the Jackal. Okay. Why no Harry Potter videos? I've made a Harry Potter video. I made a whole Harry Potter video talking about Voldemort and what he did in his ritual to get the Horcruxes made. I love that video. Where is From series review? I have to finish it. I have to properly finish it. Your face is all messed up now. I know, man. You don't need to rub it in. Zaffy, watch Scarecrow 2002 movie. Okay, Dave Jackal. Okay, Dave Jackal has come up a lot now. Watch Rubber. Weirdest horror movie of all time. Can you guys like put... Okay, listen. Guys, I do read the suggested topics. Please, put it all in the suggested topics. People are expecting movies to be Godfather to be 10 out of 10. I think people do have weird expectations for films. But I do think it's the case that a lot of movies are just silly now. A lot of movies are just really silly. I think I think we need to have the gothic horror aesthetic of movies like Underworld again. I think movies need to like have like some serious darkness to them. Personally, do you like the Assassin's Creed games, Zaffy? All right, guys, you guys ready? I've never played them. But you know what I will say? Even though I haven't played them, I still understand how bad the Assassin's Creed movie with Michael Fassbender was. I can still look at that film and say, Hollywood transgressed against humanity. 600 people. Yeah, it was 700 last time, so we something's gone wrong. But all good, all good. We keep it proper up in here. Have you played Hitman? I have actually. I played it with my friend a couple weeks ago. It was really fun. But it was like a training one. I had to go into this boat or ship to kill somebody. I had to kill this African American warlord or something, and then I had to get out without being killed, and I failed miserably. At some point, I just decided screw it, and I decided to take an AK-47 and start shooting everybody up in there. Because I don't think tactically half the time because of the drugs. I'll just go in and off everybody. Thank you for the $5 Napa 2323. I think your Fast and Furious theory is goated. Excited for Terrifier 4. Thank you, my man. Thank you. I'm excited for Terrifier 4 as well. And that Fast and Furious theory video is one of my favorites I've made. I don't really like a lot of my videos, so when I do, and they tend to be the ones that perform the best too. I gotta get back. Like the problem is I'm producing so much now that oh yeah, the UFC fights happened. I'm gonna touch on that later in the stream, but all I'm gonna say, guys, if you watch the UFC fights, Ilya would kill both those dudes in a round. I don't see how any other answer. I don't see how any other scenario would happen. Have you watched Mr. Robot? I've not. Zaffy, we need more deep sea horror. I agree. I think a Subnautica film could be really terrifying. Do you think the Duffer brothers feel good about themselves? No, bro. They've been ghosts for 2 weeks. They haven't done interviews and they haven't been seen. They've been they've left the vicinity. Lake Placid and Rogue are basically crocodile versions of Jaws. Okay. Zaffy, do you like to eat fruits and veggies? And do you eat meat products? I do. Okay, read this and not answer. All right. Read this and answer. Oh, yes, I don't eat fruits and veggies, and I should, guys. Every night I can feel my leg. Are you aware of... Yes, I am aware of Primal. It's on my list. Zaffy, thoughts on Pokemon? I'm more of a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, but Pokemon's pretty cool. Do the Kalel now. Gal Gadot fucking can't act for her life. Industry plant psyop. Your thoughts on The Walking Dead? I think The Walking Dead season 1's goated. And then I screwed myself over by spoiling the Negan killing. Spoiler alert for anyone who wants to watch Walking Dead. When Negan does the thing with the baseball bat and has them all kneeling, I spoiled that for myself, and I got so pissed I stopped watching the show. Fucking. Thank you for the $5 Brayton Walker. Negan's goated though. Brayton Walker X7I Metal Gear Solid movie. If they're making it, I'm down to watch it. Metal Gear Solid movie. The problem with Metal Gear, I feel like it would be like a Hitman situation all over again, where the movie would just be really dull and shit. But let's see. Walking Dead is worthless past season 1. Okay, so I made a good decision. Thank you for the $5. Sicken Turd 13. Do you like the Blade Runner movies? I do. Blade Runner 2049 is it 2047? The sequel is like one of my favorite movies of all time. I like Blade Runner 1, but I think Blade Runner 2049 is iconic to a level that the number one can't even sniff. I just think the way Denis Villeneuve directed it is just crazy. Like that's a beautiful movie. Blade Runner 2049 is like I think it's one of the low-key best movies ever made. And unfortunately it died. Like, sorry, not died, like the box office wasn't good, right? So they just stopped making it. What's your favorite GTA game? I haven't played them enough. That's the problem. The problem is if I was to play a game in a series, I wouldn't know which one it was. That's the same thing with Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, all these films. Oh, sorry, all these games that have multiple entries. Even God of War. Oh, again, keep an eye out for tomorrow's video. Thank you for the €2. VB Interceptor 33. What are your thoughts on Star Wars future? I did see that Darth Maul thing, that Darth Maul show that's coming out, which looks okay, I guess. I don't care about Star Wars future. I don't have any, like, the last thing I watched from Star Wars that I liked was Andor. And I don't think they're doing anything with that. Like, they might make a season, probably will make a season 3. I don't know. I have to finish season 2, but I don't care about Star Wars. This is the problem, man. In my opinion, Star Wars really hasn't done anything to garner excitement out of me other than Andor in a while. I hate it. I think it's dead. But to be honest, I was never that big fan of Star Wars to begin with, so it's hard to say. God of War video tomorrow will be lit. It's not a God of War video, but God of War is mentioned. It's me ranking video games. Yeah. Zaffy, do you listen to any bands? I do. I just can't. No, yes and no. Like they're on my playlist, but I don't really. I don't know how to say this. Like I don't know how do I say this. What am I trying to say? I do, but like it's all very mixed and matched. Like a lot of them are just singers. A lot of them are bands. Like it's hard. Like Dead Poet Society, I'll listen to every now and then. Sometimes Linkin Park, Daft Punk, if that counts as a band. Like yeah. So those are ones, I guess. Thank you for the $5 Bernardo Flores 9082. Love the content, Zaffy. Keep up the great work. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $5. Do you think there should be a Dragon Ball Z live action movie again, but done right? I don't. Just no. Hollywood should not even try. Hollywood should not make a Dragon Ball movie. You don't need to. Anime is the forum for it. And I'm gonna be honest. The only one who could do it right, I don't want to give him the credit. I think Zack Snyder, on an action level, what he did with Man of Steel and that fight with Zod and Superman, that's the closest we've ever seen like to a real Dragon Ball drag him out action sequence. No movie though. I don't trust anyone, not Snyder, not any of these idiots, to write a good Dragon Ball movie. Snyder would turn Goku into this edgelord, emo, gothic, suicidal maniac, and like who would what? Kathleen Kennedy, who the writers for Star Wars, J.J. Abrams? No, none of them can do this right. Thank you for the $2. Prometha Jean, UFC channel someday? Probably not. I'll leave that to MMA Guru. Lucas Tracy and him are doing a good job. You know, all these guys, Luke Thomas. There's tons of MMA guys out there. But I'll talk about MMA in these live streams. Guys, I'm sorry, guys. If there are any Justin Gaethje or Patty fans in the chat, Ilya Taporia and Arman Sarukian would have killed those two in a minute. Maybe not Armand, but he would have submitted one of them in a minute. Ilya would have out-colded them. You guys know this. That fight was great, but bro, just petty shit. Even Gaethje looks shit. Can we ban the vegan spamming in chat? Is there vegan spamming? Cloverfield was awesome though. It was, but I don't think that's because of JJ. I think JJ deserves credit for the good stuff he's done, but I don't. Thank you for the €5. Just to remind you of the movie Rubber. Seriously, bro. Listen. Thank you for the super chat, Seek Tail Bunch. Zeke's List Bunch. Put it in the Discord, suggest topics, and put asterisks next to it saying I super chatted you in the live. And then I will have it on my docket. Unless the movie's dog shit. So it better be good, because some people have recommended me really bad shit. This one dude got really, guys, did I tell you? Okay, first of all, let me get to the super chat before I tell you. Thank you for the $50, Masonic Boom. Hey, Zaffy, power is out here due to the white superstorm here in the USA, bro. It's not. It's everywhere. Walk to a friend's house 4 blocks away on black ice just to watch your live. Glad I did. Be careful out there, my man. I appreciate it, though. Where did it go? No, you're going to wind up kicking ass in Hollywood. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. My army is out on the streets of this frozen hellscape for me. Fuck Hollywood. Thank you for the $2 most anticipated films of this for this year, like top 5. I made a video on it, but Tom Cruise's new film. I literally forgot the name of it. It's cocaine. Tom Cruise has a film coming out. Werewolf by man, what's wrong with me? Werewolf with Aaron Taylor Johnson, Robert Eggers, sorry. Steven Spielberg's film, and Avengers Doomsday. I'm sorry. I know it's cliche. It's not going to be that good, but fuck it. Yeah, so guys, this one dude, and you guys know if you've been on my Discord, he recommended me a film. I think it was called Primal Rage or something, some low budget monster creature feature film. I tried watching it, didn't like it. I'm not going to make a video on something I have no interest in. I only make videos on things I'm interested in. That's the priority. That's what got my channel going. Not me listening to every single topic and doing a video on every single topic people recommend, right? So I try to tell this dude, and he loses his mind on the Discord and like goes off on me and leaves. And completely changes his mind. He completely hates me now as a creator, saying I was never that good and all this stuff. Guys, if the movie's good and I like it and I'm interested in making a video on it, I will make it. If not, don't take it personally. Thank you for the try $50. Kia Bell 227. You are so talented. I wish the best for you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it. I don't agree, but on like the talent thing, but thank you. I appreciate the 50. Thank you for the $2 US Chaos for Eva 1. Love your content, man. Kudos. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you for the $2 US. You guys are coming through. Someone is dead ass spamming something vegan. All right, guys, listen. If you're spamming any links or any bullshit, don't do it on my chat. I don't have any moderators, so I can't stop you, but I'm just asking you don't. Yeah, Snyder General, shut the fuck up, bro. Or are you telling me to shut the fuck up? Nah, I can't do that, man. But Snyder probably should. I like Snyder, so I don't even want to talk shit. Zaffy, I am broke, but I would give you something. Don't worry about it. Love the video you made about people's behavior in cinema. Thank you, man. Block the spammer. I don't know who the spammer is. I can't see him. But I'm gonna focus on the chats coming in. He ain't gonna. You mentioned Snyder, and now the Snyder tards. I can't say that on YouTube. It's okay, man. You from NYC? I can't tell you that. Mod Deadpool. Disgusting. How do you eat meat? You should regret your choices and apologize to this poor animal. Oh, this is the vegan spammer. I don't know what to say to you, man. I'm not having a debate about veganism on this fucking thing. I'm sorry. That's the last thing. Okay. Thank you for the $5 US, Cody 1952. Asperger's, very logical. I would love to talk to you about anything. We follow a lot of the same thought strings, and I always have questions. Trust. Okay, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. There's a lot of people on here who tend to have the same theories I do. So that's pretty cool. Guys, I'm not gonna. What is this? How do I block? I don't even want to, bro. I'm trying to freaking read things, man. I'm just trying to listen. If you want to freaking continuously bother me about not eating meat, then go fucking do it. I don't care. I'm not reading it. Fuck yeah, Zaffy live. Ban, not block. How do I ban? Can I ban? Okay, I'll figure next stream. I'll figure out. I just like I'm not offended enough by the vegans in the chat to do anything. Thank you for the $10 US of Dark Orchestra Films. Like I don't care enough about the subject. Like obviously I care about it. Like I don't want animals to suffer and all that, but thank you for the $10 US. Dark Orchestra Films. Hi Zay. All right. When are you gonna cover Neil Blomkamp's The Rocka? You have great insight on all things cinema. This was a missed opportunity. All right, bro. Chill out, man. It's not the end of the world. I'll cover anything. Neil Blomkamp's The Rocka. Put it in the suggested topics. I will check it out. Thank you for the $10, though. To be honest, I didn't even know that was a thing. Neil Blomkamp's The Rocka. There's a lot of Neil Blomkamp. Blomkamp I haven't seen. Thank you for the $2 V8 Intercept 33. What are your thoughts on the next Batman film? It depends. Are you talking about the Batman film that James Gunn's making? Because I don't care about that. But the Batman 2 with Robert Pattinson, I'm very, very tensely nervous, and excited for it because it's been 5 years, and I want them to do Court of Owls, even though I know they won't. I'm really, really excited for it though, and I hope it's good. I think they're probably going to follow the Long Halloween storyline, if I had to guess at this point. Scarlett Johansson, Harvey Dent's wife, Harvey Dent. By the way, if Bucky Barnes is cast as Harvey Dent, that's great casting, by the way. That's sick casting. I should have made a video on that. Sebastian Stan is I think he's Two-Face. I think that's confirmed. I think the art director of Batman 2 confirmed it, or his makeup person. Darth Tater Chip S. Thank you for the $5 US. What's good, Zaf? Love your content. Please do more long-form movie-style content. I'm taking my son to see Markiplier in theaters. I want you there too. All right. Good shit. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I'm doing a lore video this week, so I hope you enjoy it. Court of Owls in the Batman Part 3. I hope so. No Joker for Part 3. We've seen Joker. You're never going to outdo Heath Ledger's Joker. Jared Leto shit. Joaquin Phoenix put a bad taste in everyone's mouth after the second Joker film. Don't do any more Joker. We need new villains, please. Why would we have the Joker again? Thank you for the $10 US. VVS Relic. Yo, Zaffy, I love your vids, and I'm also an addict just like you, man. Oh, dude. Don't follow my example. Give it up. What do you think of the Half-Life video game series? I think the combine are interesting aliens. So people have recommended the Half-Life to me, and I'm definitely going to make a video on it. Because it is giving me the vibes of a sci-fi alien thriller game that I should probably look out for. So I will definitely Sorry, guys. I don't know. I can't speak today. I will definitely check that out. Thank you for the 10 US dollars, Nico Kyrie Light 6596. Just discovered you. You're awesome. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you, my man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the oh fuck. Thank you for the 2 US dollars, Caramel 5841. Are you going to watch Tenebris? Tenebris. Hold up. I gotta search this up. You guys are saying names that I don't even know. Tenebris. How do you spell that? Is this a film that's coming out? Or what? I don't know. I if it's a film that's coming out, I haven't even heard of it, guys. I'm sorry. Um, but if it's a film that's coming out, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I've never heard of this. That's crazy. Thank you for the 7 Canadian dollars. Foxy Die 993. Buy some white powder you don't need. Thank you, man. I don't know if you know, but there's a lot of white fucking powder raining down on us right now. It's tough. And I'm soaking in it. Guys, I literally, when I was shoveling, I took off my mask and let it come onto me. That sounded bad. I'm sorry. I took the snow, I hurled it into the wind's direction, and it came. It forced itself upon me, and it feels really, really good. At the risk of me getting pneumonia or some shit. Give me the mod, and I'll keep you these guys in line for the stream. And if you want to unmod me after, I'll think about it, bro. I think my assistant's going to do the modding for now, but I don't trust him. That's the problem. Again, guys, my assistant will be joining my live stream this week. He is a weirdo, and I need it to be known before. So anything he says, I don't have control over the things he says because I can't choreograph his movements. I can't tell him here say this. I don't want that to be the case. It's a live stream. You don't want it to be scripted. So I don't know what the hell he's gonna do. He's a weirdo. So please don't judge me. If he's sitting next to me and saying he's not going to be speaking that much because he doesn't speak. He's an introvert who's very perverted and perverse in the head, and he might be a little bit mentally ill. But he's very like introverted, so he's going to be very nervous. But when he's nervous, he bumblingly says stupid shit, and that could easily get me demonetized. In fact, the more and more I think about it, the more and more I think this is probably a bad idea. Thank you for the $2 US. Zaffy, top 5 favorite comic book characters: Daredevil, Rorschach. He's not. Why did I put Rorschach that high? But Daredevil, Superman, Spider-Man. Sorry, Daredevil, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Hulk, Rorschach. Punisher is also there, I would say. Yeah. How dare you eat meat? This guy really, really wants me to eat vegetables. This is a really great Punisher fan film on YouTube. You should check it out. Official Marvel presentation this year. Yeah, I can't wait for the Marvel presentation. I straight up think Dirty Laundry, that short film that Thomas Jane made to the Dark Knight music, is some of the most goated Punisher content we've ever had. Marvel can't outdo that. Disney, man, come on now. Just another and blocked again, lol. I'm gonna block you, man, at this point, bro. Why are you spamming this shit in my chat? Am I allowed to? How do I? Can I hide user on this channel? All right, sorry, dude. You're hidden. You're banned. I don't know if you're banned, but like no one can see you, or at least I can't. Thank God. Oh my God, this dude just changed profiles and sent it again. How the fuck do I block this dude? How do I block this dude? See, now I'm wasting time on the stream trying to block this dude. Pin message. I don't want to pin this shit. Hide user. Put user in timeout. That's not going to do anything. Okay, guys, I need to figure out. I can't block people on my own stream, apparently. The YouTube is shit. Fuck, man. And I'm pretty sure I missed a super chat, too, because of this bullshit. No, actually, I don't know if I did. Okay, I don't think I did, thank God. Just got to ignore him. I'll ignore him. Skynet is taking over. Yeah, bro, I think by the way, there's a lot of AI shit. There's a lot of AI people. And I do mention it in a lore video coming up. Have you guys ever heard of Aegon Chavlovkian? Am I saying that name right? I'm risking a lot by even saying this because that dude's that's some weird shit. That's a weird rabbit hole. Thank you for the $7 Canadian. Fox Die 993. What are your thoughts on Warner Bros., HBO, and DC being sold to Netflix? I don't like it, but the more and more I think about it, chat, the shit that Paramount's been doing, I really don't want it to go to Paramount. I think there's a lot of corruption in Paramount from what I've been seeing. First of all, we know who they're owned by, but also like they're like trying to like threaten and create lawsuits and all this. Like, why? It's like they're really trying. They already took over the UFC. They're trying to take over everything now. I kind of feel like Netflix might be the lesser of two evils. It's still bad either way, man. Netflix is shit. I can't imagine the Batman 2 coming out under Netflix's like logo. This is fucking cringe, bro. Netflix, the Batman 2, produced by Netflix. Fucking hell. Shut up and go eat grass. I think you mean touch grass, but I only sniff it. We love me. Netflix is way worse. Look at the classics Paramount has put out. What classics has Paramount put out? What classics? What, Halo? What, Tulsa King? Tulsa King was actually fun, to be honest, but I don't know, man. Nothing is real anymore. Too much AI. Paramount as a company is terrible. I think content-wise it could be better, but there's so much fucking corruption. Why would I even support that? You see what I'm saying, man? It's like either you have bad content or you have like really stupid content because it's made by corrupt organizations. Like both are shit. It's just like you're screwed either way. Tulsa King was a boomer power fantasy. Tulsa King is a bit overrated, I think. I did enjoy the first season a lot, though. I think Apple TV is putting out some pretty good shit compared to all these other things, personally. Who is the best 007 actor? I haven't seen all the older films. I think Sean Connery is kind of hard to live up to. I do like Daniel Craig in Casino Royale a lot. I think he captured the exact nature of what they were going for as an origin story for Bond. There was this other guy though, Timothy. What was his name? Timothy Dalton. Is that the guy who played 007? He played a really dark James Bond, and I think he was really good. So yeah, I love meat. Okay, who would you cast as Wonder Woman? Adria Orjana. Our Melissa Burra. I am not casting Odessa Zion. I know a lot of people are saying that on Twitter. Get the fuck out of here, man. Netflix was better when it was a DVD rental company. Netflix was better in 2016. Netflix in 2016, 2017 was good. I would say Dalton and License to Kill. Yes, that's what I was thinking of. Timothy Dalton and License to Kill. That's probably the best Bond I've ever seen. I do like Pierce Brosnan, of course, but like I think it's tough, man, because you're comparing actors and then the shit movies that these actors are in, it can ruin it. But yeah, I don't know. Cast Sasha Grey 2011 version. Let's all block that vegan troll. Block him, because I don't know how to. Dalton was good for the few films he did. Pierce Brosnan is my favorite. I think Pierce Brosnan, when you get to the Bond that's a bit lighter in terms of like the way he is emotionally and all that stuff. He's not in his dark phase going after someone for revenge and all that. I think Pierce Brosnan captured him well. But I also think Pierce Brosnan captured the charisma and confidence that and assertiveness that Bond needed. So Brosnan's pretty good. I think I maybe related to Dalton and Daniel Craig in their like darkest stories more. But I like Pierce Brosnan. I have nothing against him. I think Pierce Brosnan's great. I think as a Bond, he's perfectly fine. Thank you for the $5 VVS relic. Zaffy, be aware of Hollywood. They're sending these bots to your channel like that vegan. Spare Jessica Alba. The rest of Hollywood can go. I agree, bruv. I agree. This guy's a Hollywood stan bot. For those of you who are tuning into my live stream, there's some vegan bots spamming me, and I can't block them for some reason because YouTube hasn't given me control function on this. So yeah, this guy has this guy has 7 different accounts, man. What the fuck? So yeah, you're a pathetic, shameless, jealous concuber lover. Zaffy, I'm a long-term viewer. Give me mod, and my life is yours. I can get rid of this vegan guy and all of his counts. The problem is this isn't happening in the first live stream, bro. I don't know why it's happening now. Been here since Deathstroke days. Been big fan. Recently been watching some of the older Bond movies, the Sean Connery ones. Perhaps you could do a video on those in comparison to the crap we get now. Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad topic. Have you ever heard about Kimpachi Zareki? I've not. The Punisher Nightmare by Forgion Productions on YouTube. Okay, I'll keep that in. I'm not going to be able to keep it on mind. Put it in the suggested topics, please. I'm begging you guys. Pierce Brosnan is the sexiest Bond. All right. Have you played Max Payne? I haven't. I have. Sorry, I have with a cousin, and I was really excited for the Mark Wahlberg Max Payne movie when it came out, and I was so disappointed, bro. I have never been that disappointed in a film as a kid. That was so bad. Have you seen Primate? I have not. I do actually want to see it though. We Windows 98 meet here. We are not sorry for vegans. Okay. Have you played Left 4 Dead? I have not. Zaffy streams. I stream, guys. I stream, and I'm going to be doing it more. I'm doing one this week on Wednesday with my assistant, who's coming on, and he could be the make or break for my entire channel, guys. So be on the lookout. Thank you for the $3 Prometha Gene. I'd recommend the Pluto anime on Netflix. Yes, that's another one that people have recommended. So I will have to check that out for sure. Can I heart this fucking thing? Okay, thank you. Game was so good though. I don't know what you're talking about. Game of Thrones, Loki got inspired by Berserk. No cap. Did it really? Zaffy, you ignore PD, my super chat thoughts on the rip from. Did I ignore super chat? Sorry. Sorry if I did. Thoughts on the movie Rip. I thought Rip was okay. I thought it was decent. I thought it was really fun. I thought Matt Damon and Ben Affleck were obviously very good. The problem I have with Rip is there's a lot of twists that happen, but there's so many of them. Like the characters who are involved thought so far ahead that most of the film that's happening, there's no real consequence to what was going on. So like a lot of it was part of the plan, so to speak. So it's one of those films where like, oh, they thought ahead. It's like Sherlock Holmes type thing, right? They planned it all along, but I don't know, like films like that, I guess it was okay for the first watch. It's like rewatchability, there's none then with that kind of thing. But I thought it was decent. Thank you for the $2, Larry Kartowitz. Have you seen Hardcore Henry? Hardcore Henry is fucking awesome. Hardcore Henry, I don't think it's based on a video game at all, but it's the best video game movie ever made, in my opinion. Even though it's not based on one, it's like the best one. There's also something to be said about Ready Player One, but I don't think Ready Player One is that good a film. I think it's awesome visually and all this cool stuff that you see, right? But I don't think it's that good of a film. Like I don't think the characters are that likable. But Hardcore Henry, even though it's not based on a real game, is like the best video game movie ever. That's such a sick film, bro. Have you seen Upgrade? Upgrade is also another one. That's like my favorite Venom movie because that's what I think it is kind of that. It's the guy who looks like Tom Hardy, who's being helped by this outside force that's helping control his movements. You know, it's the same shit. And the ending of that film is very dark too. I should make a video on that. Why haven't I? Upgrade is a fantastic film. Pluto Showa is the same guy who created Monster. Oh, then I definitely have to watch that. Zappy, have you seen Beast of No Nation? Beast of No Nation is great. That's like that's like Netflix in its heyday. Upgrade is a Venom movie we should have gotten. Yes, Upgrade is a Venom movie we should have gotten. It's a much better version of Tom Hardy's Venom. Watch The Dark. Okay. Upgrade is great. What are your thoughts on the original First Blood? Why am I blanking on this? Talking about Rambo? No. What do you mean original First Blood? Do you enjoy show Slow Burn? I do. It depends. It depends. Like some would say Pluribus is a really slow burn, but as a series, it's not. I feel like my disk is almost full. Save space by optimizing storage. Fuck. God damn it, man. So what was I saying? Slow burn is better for me in movies than it is TV shows, actually. Surprisingly enough. TV show is just if you're too slow as a TV show, there's no point in me watching, right? Because I believe like if it's set up, if it's burned slow to just a bunch of setup, then I hate it. But in a movie, I'm fine with it. Ever see Old Henry? No. Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad. It's not, but it's pretty good. Zaffy, are you going to do a LOTR video? Yes, I am. I'm planning on rewatching all of them soon with a couple friends. Zaffy, James Bond versus Ethan Hunt versus John Wick versus Jason Bourne versus Robin McCall would win. John Wick probably. I hate to say it. John Wick, Jason Bourne, and Robert McCall would clear those other two, by the way. Because Ethan Hunt is very good on missions and surviving shit, but hand to hand, James Bond and Ethan are fucked in a fight against John Wick and Jason Bourne. Especially Jason Bourne. That guy's fast as hell. Thank you for the two Canadian dollars. Debt Lux combo. Blumpkin, Judy Hopps, or Rusty Tombone. Gwen Stacy. Blumpkin, Judy Hopps, or Rusty Trombone. Is there a reference here I'm supposed to be getting? I don't even know. Hardcore Henry was sick as fuck. Thank you for the two Canadian dollars, though. Primate was sick. Okay. John Wick versus Equalizer. That's a really good fight, and I honestly don't know. The thing is, John Wick is younger. Denzel's Robert McCall is pretty old. John Wick is younger. This was supposed to be a structured live stream, but I don't even know how I could do it. John Wick is younger, so I think I'd give him the edge. It really depends on the environment. If John Wick has no weapons, he's not fully prepared, and Robert doesn't have any weapons, and he's not fully prepared, and both of them are in a room where there are objects, I would give it to Equalizer all day because of that ability he has. But if they're both ultra prepared, I'd give it to John. I just think I just think John Wick's a bit unstoppable. Love your blatant content, bro. Thank you, bro. Hulk is fired, Zaffy. What? I saw a rumor that Mark Ruffalo was fired after his him talking about Palestine or something, but I don't think it's confirmed. I didn't see any credible sources confirming that. Because people were like, "Oh shit, he's being replaced by Edward Norton." Are you guys high? Do you know how strained the relationship between Marvel and Edward Norton was when they were filming that? Fuck no, they're not hiring Edward Norton back. I think Mark Ruffalo is there to stay. Zaffy, I will be back. You will never escape justice. Remember? Oh my god, give me off me at this point. You Zaffy have to check into Metal Gear Solid lore. It is White Snow worthy. I'm not even joking. Okay. To block spam in YouTube Live, stream enable block links on YouTube Studio. Okay, fuck. I'll do that. I'll do that before my next stream. Okay. Why the fuck wouldn't YouTube just make me have that control beforehand? What a garbage ass. I once saw John Killerman with a pencil, with the fucking pencil. Yes. John Wick versus Max Payne. Zaffy, who would win? My money's on Payne, but I'm not sure you played this. I haven't played enough to know, but John Wick was doing some pretty crazy shit in those games. You know what I'm saying? Zaffy owns an army. He doesn't have time to ban and block. Yes, sir. Jack Sparrow solos any verse. He does, indeed. Thank you for the $2 billion a bill. Do you think we'll see multiple versions of Doom? I think RDJ's Doom is not the main Doom in Avengers. I think that he will be beaten, and then the Fantastic Four will have a real Doctor Doom to contend with afterwards. So I think this Doctor Doom is literally just brought back because Marvel was desperate. Personally, thank you for the $7. Bernardo Flores 9082. Any great werewolf movie recommends? Already have seen Howling series, American werewolf movies, and Dog Soldiers. The problem is there's not a lot of great werewolf movies. I still think the 2010 Wolfman has like the best like visual werewolf, like conception wise and violence wise. He's brutal. I don't think that's the best film though. What other werewolf movies are there? They're all shit. Like I think Lupin's werewolf, Professor Lupin's werewolf, and Harry Potter was a pretty damn good werewolf. That's how sad it is. That's how much of a lack of representation we've had for werewolves. There's this one werewolf movie, maybe it's called Howl, where there's a bunch of werewolves assaulting a train that I thought was okay. It was decent. I would just wait until Robert Eggers' werewolf movie, man. But thank you for the $7, man. I appreciate it. Fuck. There was another one. Thank you for the $5. Sledge Green Entertainment. Yo, Zaffy, have you watched Demon Slayer? I saw the last three time in theaters. It was worth the watch. I will watch. Bro, okay. So here's what I've heard, guys. In terms of anime, I've heard that Demon Slayer is a very beautiful anime to look at visually, but the best ones tend to be other ones in terms of stories. But you can let me know. Like I have a friend who likes Chainsaw Man more than all of them, but Chainsaw Man is not my favorite anime out of the ones I've seen. You know. Thank you for the 2 Canadian bucks deluxe combo. Blowjob by Judy Hopps or peg from. I'm not getting no pegging from ScarJo. The first option. You know what, guys? Even though she's attractive, I'm not really down bad for ScarJo. I don't really find her that. I find her kind of overrated. I'm sorry, guys. It's just the truth. Sorry. Zaffy, do you know the story of Miyamoto Musashi? I probably do. The problem is I'm really bad with names, and I would need to I would need a reminder as to what that is. But I know for a fact I know what you're talking about. Predator versus Daredevil. Who would win in a fight? Daredevil would get him eventually, man. You guys, come on, guys. But Daredevil cannot try to fight him. Like he cannot try to physically fight him. He would just have to wait it out and see if he can do anything with the batons. The problem is he's not going to be able to do much to the Predator, is he? He would need a fucking gun. So I'd probably go with the Predator at the end of the day. Daredevil could do shit, obviously, with tactically, but in a physical confrontation, he's getting his ass kicked. He's getting his spine torn up. You excited for April 8th? I am. I might do something. You excited? Spider-Man versus Hulk? Hulk, bro. In a proper fight. Not some bullshit thing where, spider sense. Fuck that. Zaffy, if you hate slow burns, I don't hate slow burns, but Severance is different. Severance is just really well made. But I will say the season 2 was a bit of a letdown because there was a lot of setup that just didn't lead to there was a lot of filler episodes I felt with season 2. So that's a time when slow burns aren't great. But I thought the finale of Severance season 2 was pretty good. Imagine Alex 5850. Thank you for the €2. Excited for Onimusha, Way of the Sword, and Pragmata. Okay. Thank you for the €2. I appreciate that. Hollywood can't stop the Zaffi army. Fuck Hollywood. They can't stop shit. Thora, bitch, Scarjo. I don't think Scarjo's that good, guys. Haha, vegan troll, not bad. Bro, this guy is spamming vegan shit all day. You know, if you want to make your point about vegan stuff, this is not the way to do it, dude. Like, annoying people is not the way to get your social, political point out there. Sorry. Thank you for the $5 Canadian. Aguero Mario. What do you think of Pierce Brosnan? Who do you think Pierce Brosnan would have been a good Bruce Wayne? Oh hell yeah, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I think if George Clooney was cast as Batman, and I'm not saying he was good, but if he was cast, come on, bro. George Clooney good. I don't think Pierce Brosnan would be the best, obviously. I actually low key thought Val Kilmer, if they actually put him in a good Batman movie, I thought he would have killed it. But Pierce Brosnan, I have no doubt. Pierce Brosnan can play a dark character pretty well. People don't give him this credit. He can. There was a Bond movie where he shot the Electra chick. Sorry, not Electra. Whatever her name was. That one woman who was really hot. He shot her dead. It was like a really cold kill. It was like the coldest kill Pierce Brosnan had done at the time. That's really fucking. I think Pierce Brosnan would have done a good Bruce Wayne. Batman, I don't know though. Batman would have been a little bit. I don't know if I can take Bat. I don't know how. I don't know if I can picture Pierce Brosnan as Batman. I don't know if he has like the face for it, but maybe, who knows. Thank you for the thank you for the $5. Caramel 5841. Have you heard of Bigby? He is a wolf that can turn into a human werewolf. He's from a comic called Fables and game called Wolf Among Us. I have not heard of him, but I've heard of Wolf Among Us. So I've heard of the game and I saw the movie. Oh, Wolf Among Us is more of a comedy thing, but I kind of did enjoy Wolf Among Us. I didn't find the third act all that great, but I think for the most part, I think like a whodunit with a werewolf is a pretty cool idea. You know what I'm saying? If I'm thinking about the right one. Thank you for the €2. Imagine Alex 550. Vegan supervillain wants to be part of the lore. I'm sorry, bro. Maybe, but I'm not gonna cast you as a villain because you keep spamming my chat. Just like William Afton, I always come back. Oh, this dude's trying to be a fucking supervillain. Oh, good. Zaffa, you need to watch Reborn. Made it in 2016. This movie's unhinged. Guys, so this Reborn movie, I've been hearing multiple people talk about it. Is it actually that level of good? Because if it is, I'll give it a watch. Period. Please put it in the fucking suggested topics. I'm begging you. Thank you for the $2 DB170. Pierce Brosnan was a great villain in The Foreigner. Oh, yeah, guys. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for the $2. The Foreigner with Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan is one of my favorite movies to come out in the last couple of years, action-wise. I think that's a phenomenal movie. I think it's like it's a lot of political espionage type shit. It's not just action. And I thought Pierce Brosnan gave the performance of his lifetime. That and there's another one called Gang. He had one with Tom Hardy. This show, and I really loved it. It's like one of my favorite shows ever. Pierce Brosnan is great, man. He's a great villain. He's a really good villain. Like he's so hateable in this stuff. Foreigner was good. I forgot to see that one. Watch it. It's really good. And Jackie Chan goes crazy. Alex, Alien versus Predator versus John Wick versus Batman. Batman fucks them all up. All right, I don't care. He hasn't seen Death Note. I've not seen the original anime, but I'm very well aware of what happens in it because everyone was talking about it around me, just saying, "Oh, Light L, they're so sick, bro." Like, bro, that's all I was hearing at one point when Death Note was coming up. Pierce Brosnan wants to come back in the DCU as our friend. Bro, he made a great Dr. Fate. He was my favorite part of Black Adam. Am I wrong, chat? I thought Pierce Brosnan was an amazing Dr. Fate. Unfortunately, the movie was just bad. But yeah, have you seen Akira? I have, and I should probably make a video about it. I think I mentioned it. Did I not? Did I not mention it in my anime video? Maybe I didn't. I should make a video on Akira. Yeah, he carried the movie. Only good thing in it. Yes. Jackie Chan abandoned his own son for smoking weed. Yeah, bro. I've heard some things about Jackie Chan not being the greatest father. I don't know what to say about any of that. What do you guys what do you guys think about that? I heard his son did a bunch of shit, but I could be wrong. If he just abandoned him for smoking weed, that's tough. That's tough, bro. Why are all there's a lot of what I was hearing, guys? It's different because this Squid Game is a bunch of Korean people, but I've heard a lot of people in the cast of Squid Game are actually degenerates. Like I've heard that old man was like a molester in real life. I don't want to defame anybody, but I've heard a lot of people from Squid Game were really were weirdos, except the front man, my boy who played the front man, who should have won Best Actor or been nominated for it, got snubbed. Yeah, bro. Like I've heard a lot of people, except for I've heard everyone there is sus except for the guy who played Thanos in Squid Game season 2. You guys know that? Remember that Thanos dude? I've heard everyone in the cast is apparently a weirdo except for him. That's tough. Thank you for the $2 movie buff 9373. I think we're due for a new live action Mr. Freeze. It would be a cool concept. I think they need to lean into the horror of Mr. Freeze. I think Mr. Freeze as like a horror villain would be sick. Like not like absolute Batman kind of, but without like the mutant him turning into this big mutant creature, right? I think there could be a really sick slasher villain version of Mr. Freeze that they could use in like a Robert Pattinson Batman. But I want the Court of Owls, man, really badly. That's the problem. I'm all into the big conspiracy of like this cult, leading the charge. Thank you for the $2, DB17. Have you seen Shogun on HBO? Thoughts? I have not seen Shogun. I've heard it's great though. I've heard there is I've heard mixed things. Like I've heard obviously there's been a lot of people praising Shogun. It's got really good reviews, but people I've talked to, they have problems with the show Shogun. They say it's overrated and all that. I'll probably give it a watch. The problem is there's too many shows I'm more interested in than Shogun, Like I need to finish Dark and I want to finish From before anything. Subscribers only mode, Zaffy. I don't know if I want to do that. Thank you for the $5, Nathan Roger Goose 678. Try watching an anime 1993, Geno Cyber. It's messed up, it's dark, gruesome, and a lot of death that traumatized me. Oh fucking hell. Okay then. All right, man. Thank you for the dono. I'll check it out. Put in the suggested topics, please. Do you think what about new HBO show? All right, guys, I got a Sentry versus Thrag. I don't actually know. Zaffy, who should play Spawn? Jamie Foxx is rumored to play Spawn. I don't know if I want Jamie Foxx to Spawn. What do you guys think about Jamie Foxx's Spawn? Do you guys like that? I think Sentry would fuck up Thrag too, but yeah. I don't know about I don't like Jamie Foxx's Spawn. I think they could. Who should they pick a Spawn? Who would I cast as Spawn? Who's there? I don't know. I would have to think about that. I don't know who could play Spawn. Like I'm sure there's some black actors who could do it, but I don't know. Yeah. Michael J. White is in great shape at his age. Bring him back. Michael J. White is. I'm kind of mixed on that. What do you guys think of Michael J. White's acting range? Do you think he has any? I haven't seen him in enough good shit, so I don't know. Oh shit! Thank you for the $50. The Baba Hiramini. You excited for the new werewolf movie from the guy who did Nosferatu? Yes, Robert Eggers. I am. Thank you for the $50. Yes, Robert Eggers is going to single-handedly save the werewolf genre from pure and utter annihilation. I want werewolves to become relevant again, guys. It means a lot to my mental health. I can't live. I saw the new Dracula, but oh yes, guys, I should tell you, I saw the new Dracula reboot. All I'm gonna say is we need some werewolf movies, okay? Because if Hollywood keeps making Dracula movies that aren't really that good, come on, we need to stick them with a good werewolf movie. Miss Super Chat. Okay, which one did I miss? Oh fuck! Thank you for the $5, Aguera Mario. I'm so sorry. Do you think it would be a good idea to connect Godzilla to the Pacific Rim? What would be your pitch for the story? I don't think it would be a good idea because I already don't like what they're doing with the Godzilla stuff. I mean, they could do it because Godzilla and Kong, the technology in these films has gotten like just abundantly ridiculous. But I don't want to ruin Pacific Rim. I think Pacific Rim 1 is a fucking masterpiece. Pacific Rim 2 is dog shit. In terms of how I would connect it, I would try to find a way to say that the aliens, the overlords that were sending aliens through the rift, because the rift got destroyed many times. Um, it depends. If we're putting them in the same world, you would have to play with alternate realities unless you're saying Godzilla and Kong exist in the same world, Pacific Rim, as like a prequel, but they don't clearly. So I would say that you would have to do an alternate reality situation where those aliens found a way to get through the Hollow Earth. They use the Hollow Earth as an entrance to another world, and there's like a multiverse thing. It would be the problem is it would be like really stupid, but that's how I would probably do it. And the Jaegers would all get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't actually know how it would go down. Right? Chat, like, why would there's no? I don't think they need to do I don't like that idea personally, but I think Hollow Earth would be the only way. Like, push your alien kaiju through Hollow Earth somehow. There's there's that little rift that exists between Hollow Earth and Earth that was established in the Monarch series. If somehow you can say that that's a rift through all time, right? Then you can introduce multiple timelines. The idea of that, and that an alternate aliens from an alternate timeline, aka Pacific Rim's world, we're sending aliens to the rift, and then somehow a Jaeger ended up in there. I don't know. You missed some super chat donos. What the fuck, man? How am I missing this shit? Oh shit, I did. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go through all these guys. I promise. All right, guys, let's do this. Thank you for the €2. Jared Leto, Skeletor, a tough one, isn't it? It's depressing, man. Because Skeletor is low-key one of my favorite villains ever, and he's so funny, and Jared Leto is so not. You know what? This is what's going to happen. This is Skeletor. Instead of, you bumbling fools, we're going to get, He-Man, I'm better than you. That's what the fuck Skeletor is going to be. That's what Skeletor is going to be under Jared Leto. I see a world without He-Man. Eternia will be better now. That's what the fuck Skeletor is going to be. He's going to be shit. Mueller does a great breakdown of the film. Which film are you talking about? Thank you for the $2, but which film are we talking about again? Sorry. All right, let me see. I didn't miss anything else. Yeah, that's Skeletor. That's what Skeletor is going to be. That's literally what's going to be. He needs to be goofy. This whole movie looks goofy, right? Why would you have a serious villain? If you're gonna make him serious, make him like Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy, except make him funny. The reason why Ronan was funny is because he was just serious, reacting to shit. If you make a serious dude who talks shit that's actually funny unintentionally, you'll make the whole audience love him like that. Instead, you have Jared Leto trying to aura farm every 2 seconds. I need to rule Eternia. You're gonna help me. It's such a shit idea, man. Why? That's what RDJ's doom is gonna be, guys. Hot take. I don't like RDJ that much as a person. I feel like he's a bit of an egotist. I think he's an egotist, like narcissist. Did you guys see his face when Heath Ledger won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar? This guy was so pissed. He was like, everyone else is sad because they're accepting it. Yeah, some people are obviously thinking, okay, the guy died, so you're gonna give him an Oscar. But people are Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, all these guys are just like, they're accepting because they know, right? They're giving him his time. RDJ, and to be fair, bro, RDJ gave a great performance in Tropic Thunder, but still, man, I just feel like he's a bit of an egomaniac. You know, I like him as an actor, not L take. I'm sorry, I like him as an actor. I think he's great. Separate the two, right? Great actor, but this guy has whole trailers dedicated to him. He has an RDJ land on set. Like, what the fuck is this, man? What am I witnessing? I don't know. You're the only one saying it's an L take in chat, bro. I think everyone agrees with me. Matthew McConaughey would be a better Skeletor. Oh, he would be. Thank you for the $2, Drake Drizzy. Hot take: RDJ plays RDJ as Iron Man. Come for me. RDJ is very good at playing himself as Iron Man. He's a great Iron Man. Okay, no one else can play Iron Man like RDJ. But I do feel people have said that he's like very similar to his character from Oppenheimer. I don't think he's that. I'm not gonna go that far. But he is a lot like RDJ in those like egotistical aspects. I just get that vibe from RDJ. You know what I'm saying? But I have no personal thing against RDJ. If you know, when you look at it, when I see him, the way he speaks sometimes. There was an interview. He said some really confusing stuff with Cillian Murphy. and he was acting as if he hadn't seen any Cillian Murphy's films, or that he was acting like, oh man, dude, it's such a big moment for you. You know, this is your first time in a movie. He was saying weird shit like that, and I'm like, Cillian Murphy's been in a Nolan film before. He's had Peaky Blinders. Like, it's just so weird the way he speaks sometimes. I don't know. That's my hot take on RDJ. I don't even think it's a hard take. I just feel like that's the truth. Gunn is the egomaniac. Gunn is bad. Can I ask you something? Like, why do you like? Can you accept criticism about one guy without having to go with it to another? Like, keep to one guy. James Gunn is an egomaniac. I think you can make that argument very well because he likes to take control over the writing for everything, which I think is a problem in this universe. I will give you that. But like if your answer to me saying RDJ is an egomaniac is Gunn's an egomaniac, you have lost the argument. I don't know what the hell that has to do with anything. Thank you for the $2, Nathan Rodriguez. What happened if someone make an AI movie? It would look good because people would say, oh, for an AI film, this is great. But it wouldn't be something you would want to watch regularly. It wouldn't be something that you'd want to support because ultimately you would know this is not the same. That's my thought on it. Thank you for the $2, Imagine Alex. Skeletor will never laugh and say blockheaded boob. Yeah, like, you blockheaded boob. You boob. Like, bro, why can't Jared Leto's not going to call someone a boob? He's not. And we need him to. You know what I'm saying? Spielberg's AI was med. Will RDJ make a good Doom? I think he's a good actor, so I think he could make a good Doom. I was just talking about like the character of his persona. Like, I feel like him as an actor, I feel like he's very egotistical. There was a big fight apparently on set. Who do you want to guess it was with? Okay. I guarantee you RDJ and Ryan Reynolds, who are both kind of low-key, I feel like they both could be egomaniacs, clashed. I just have a feeling that's what happened. Thank you for the $2, Drake Drizzy. Matthew Vaughn should have done DCU and BVS. Okay. Interesting. That would have been interesting. Thank you for the $2. Absolutely agree. Ryan does have some issues. I think Ryan Reynolds also, I love both of them as actors, okay? RDJ is obviously like goated. Ryan Reynolds is like he's more of like he kind of plays himself in every movie, so I can't say he's goated or anything, but I feel like they were talking shit. I feel like Ryan made a joke about RDJ's ego complex, and RDJ got pissed. How much you want to bet that's what happened on set? You could see it, bro. Out of all the actors, what, Chris Pratt and Chris Evans got into it? No, it's RDJ and Ryan. Come on now. Yeah. So yeah. Hot take: Hawkeye negs the Justice League. Oh, he definitely, bro. Y'all are losers. Watch some goddamn football. Is there a football game going on right now? I'm sorry, guys. BJJ experience. I have limited BJJ experience. I'm working on it, though. Zaffy, thoughts on Joe Keery joining? He better be Harry Osborn. That's all I'm going to say. That would be a missed fucking opportunity. Zaffy, have you played the Splatterhouse? I have not. Thank you for the $2. Roger Dodger 1053. Michael Bay over Zack Snyder's. What? Michael Bay is better than Zack Snyder. Bay makes money. Okay. I do like some of Michael Bay's Transformers movies. Come on, guys. Are we acting like this Transformers movies aren't some of the most batshit crazy things we've ever seen in our lives? I was rewatching his Mark Wahlberg films. Those last two Transformers movies that he made. Some of the most schizophrenic shit I've ever seen. And to be honest, it's an experience watching it. I cannot say that about any films I see nowadays. The experience of watching a Michael Bay film is unlike anything you'll ever see. Say what you want about the fucking movies themselves quality-wise. They're crazy. And I love the first two chances. I don't give a shit, bro. I love Shia LaBeouf and Michael Bay teaming up together or anything. They better be doing a sequel uniting them all. I don't care. If you're going to go schizo with it, do it. Do it. You're never going to be like Transformers 1, right? Where that's a really good Transformers movie. Transformers 1 can be its thing, right? Why not let Michael Bay just do what you're going to make $1 billion or close? Objectively, Snyder, Bay is more gratuitous. Bay is more gratuitous than Snyder, yes. I think Zack Snyder had a really, I think the fact that he made the Watchmen movie, but page for page is like almost the same as the comic book. The comic book was such a reference point for him that I think it helped him a lot. I think when Zack Snyder tries to interfere with the writing of the actual story too much, I think that's where the failures come. Personally, I think visually he should just stick to that and adapt source material directly. That's what made Watchmen so good, because he stayed to the authenticity of what made that story so good. And same with 300, right? Like he's adapting the visuals, and he just knows his strengths. I don't like his the zombie film that he made with David Bautista. Um, Rebel Moon shit. So yeah, Zack Snyder doesn't write his movies. He does. He has input on the writing with BVS. He said it in interviews. Same with Man of Steel. He is the one. When it comes to the nature of the characters and how dark and gritty they get, he has an idea of what these stories should be. He has input in the writing. When he is just keeping it visual, that's when things are better. Thank you for the €5. Imagine Alex 5850. We are losers for not watching the most mundane thing. Shema. When I'm forced to watch sports on TV, I feel like my soul is eating me. Same man, unless it's UFC, which is goated. Did anyone watch the UFC fights, by the way? What did y'all think? Anyone? No UFC fans in here? What do you guys think of that? Adam22 got his ass whooped. He did. What a bro. What is Aiden Ross doing, bro? What kind of degenerate fucking nonsense are you putting out? Okay, so nobody watched UFC. Gaethje won. Gaethje did win. Patty got fucked up. How was Patty not out cold in the first round? That guy's chin is insane. And to be honest with the dude, I thought Gaethje was kind of slowing down and almost about to get finished. Like both of them look terrible, but it was a great fight, amazing fight. I think Ilya kills every single one of them. Justin Gaethje runs starts now. Gaethje has been ruining all like the UFC's like big fights. He did it with Khabib versus Tony. He beat Tony's ass. He beat up Chandler. He beat Fiziev that the UFC really liked as a striker. Who else? Max Holloway fucked him up though. But yeah, I Justin annoys me because he ruins all the best like the crazy moments, right? Like no one's gonna have fun with Gaethje versus Ilya like they would with Patty versus Ilya, you know. But I don't think Patty's a fraud. I just think like he didn't go for takedowns. What's wrong with you? Why wouldn't you do that? Are you stupid? How are you getting front headlocked for like half the round by Gaethje? That's so. He messed up, man. But he did land a lot of shots on Gaethje. To be fair, he just has no power. Gaethje's chin is not that good, guys. Like I don't know if you know, like he's getting like. I think both would get killed by Ilya. I think Gaethje would get brutally flatlined in the first round by Ilya. Try to grapple Ilya, see what happens. Ilya's better than you at grappling, Gaethje. I'm sorry. Patty would get fucked up. Patty didn't go for takedowns. What's wrong with you? That's the one thing. Jiu-jitsu, you know you're better than Gaethje, and you don't even try? Like, you try only when you're rocked? That's so stupid. Thank you for the $2 Roger 1053. Steven Seagal, Lawman is a funny match. Sorry, funny watch. Thank you. Thank you for the $2. Okay. There's a lot of... My favorite Steven Seagal films are probably... I don't know if I have one. They were probably way back in the day. I just can't name any of them because they were so. It was like a Chuck Norris thing with him, but now he's just getting. He's really bad. The way he speaks to Steven Seagal is a funny watch. I hope I didn't miss any fucking donos. DC's disease comic are the best. Okay, Sub-Zero. Sorry guys, I don't know. Derek Lewis got fucked up. Derek Lewis is a quitter. I've been saying this for years. I mean, not to you guys, but Derek Lewis quit. He does this often. I don't know why. You did not get rocked by that last punch. You just fell on your ass like a fat lub of tar. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Like a fat lub of blubber and quit. That's what he did. He does it almost every time. He does it every time, man. It pisses me off. And I know he did it against Tai Tuivasa. It looked like he was flatlined by Tai. No, he fell on his ass because he was gassed. He's out of shape Muppet. And I'm a fan of Derek Lewis. That's why I'm pissed because he could KO these fools, man. Who is this idiot that you're losing to? Thank you for the $10, Sloan Jr. Return to Silent Hill was a great adaptation from a game I played and loved. The cinematography, dialogue, and atmosphere is on point. I can see why people wouldn't like it if not play the first. Okay, so we have someone saying it was good. I'm hearing that it was a great adaptation of the source material, but it wasn't a great movie. That's what I've been hearing about Silent Hill. So yeah. When are you going to talk about the Batman Part 2? Brother, I've made multiple videos on the Batman Part 2. I might talk about the Two-Face casting, though. Yeah. What is the most immoral thing you would do for your biggest wish to be reality? The most immoral thing I would do I'd probably beat somebody up, but it would depend on who. Um, like if you were to tell me, go fight a corrupt cop, or go like jump on ice, or go jump. If you just tell me go jump somebody, there's somebody I was thinking about jumping. A dude who was an abusive parent, um, who my friend told me about, who abuses his daughter, and me and my friend were contemplating. Shit, I shouldn't admit this on live. Me and my friend were contemplating doing something, but in terms of personal gain, I don't know. Sorry, guys, I shouldn't have. Fuck. I love Daredevil style. Me too. No, that's conspiracy. Love the plot. Just say it was 12 years ago. Yeah, it was 5 years ago. Chat. I was contemplating beating someone up to save an abuse victim. Is that immoral? I feel I am committing a crime. So I mean, technically, it's not immoral, but it's not immoral to me, but it could be in terms of society. Real vigilante Zaffy. Zaffy isn't a vigilante. He's a hero. Thank you, my man. I mean, I didn't do anything, so I'm not a hero. But like, talk about the Two-Face and Joker and Batman Part 2. L YouTube if they take you down for that shit. Talk about the Two-Face. I'm not calling any violence to anyone. I'm just saying what I was thinking of. That's not wrong. Talk about the Two-Face and Joker and Batman Part 2. Okay, I will. Saving an innocent. I listen. That's what I'm doing, guys. I'm saving an innocent. It's criminally wrong, but morally okay. Listen, man. I need to figure out a way to do this legally. Zaffy deleted Stanley Kubrick because the film research found that Napoleon did not exist. Okay. Interesting. I feel like they deleted him for other reasons, but damn. Zaffy, did you like the thing with? Of course, the thing is goaded. I made a video about the thing. I made a whole theory video about it. I ain't joining that shit. Do you think Sebastian Stan will be good as Two-Face? I think he will be great as Two-Face. I think Sebastian Stan would make a great Two-Face, chat. Bro Zaffy, who do you think would win Optimus Prime? From Transformers 2007 or wait, what? Transformers? I'm assuming you're talking about Michael Bay's first Transformers or MCU Hulk. MCU Hulk, man. What are you talking about? Oh shit! Thank you for the US $100. What's the name? Man, your names are so long because you know what the problem is. You're crown number 1, so I can't see the name. Let me see this. Okay, let me read your thing. But thank you for you know who you are. I'm gonna heart this. Watch sketch from Love, Death, and Robots. What sketch from Love, Death, and Robots would you like them to make into an actual? The Cthulhu one. The one where they find Cthulhu in that cave in Afghanistan or whatever, and it fucking makes them all go berserk, and she gouges her eyes out. Put that in a movie. I would love to see Cthulhu actually rise up and destroy the world. That's my dream right there. I need to see a Lovecraftian film about Cthulhu done right. The last Lovecraftian film I loved was The Empty Man. Have you guys seen The Empty Man? Goated. Thank you for the Thank you for the $100, though, man. You're a goat. Thank you for the $5 Louis Rose Sales 3430. One Piece. I'll make you a deal. Make it past Orange Town, but if pacing is an issue, then read the manga. Guys, okay. Thank you for the $5. Think about One Piece is. I don't read, so I'm not reading the manga. I'm just gonna say that right now. I have actually tried watching a couple episodes with my friends way back during the lockdowns. Okay. I had no issue with it. The problem is it's something I could only enjoy with my friends who are like with me watching it to see my reactions, telling me what's happening, all this shit. I've been told that you need to watch 100 episodes of One Piece to actually get to the good parts. Why? Can I ask you guys this? Like, I know anime always has a slow start, for me anyways. Monster, Berserk even. 100 episodes? Can I just, guys, do you guys think I can skip? What about the live action One Piece, guys? I know this is going to be sacrilegious to say because there's a lot of anime fans. Is the live action worth it? I've heard it's great. You know? But yeah, that's a problem, guys. If One Piece has entire seasons of filler, what the hell is the point? You know what I'm saying? It's too damn long. You know what I'm saying? Ask ChatGPT for essential episode list. Okay, that's a good idea. But people will say, no, but you're going to miss some important character development in the first 100 fucking episodes. You know, this is the problem. It's the problem, man. There was a guy I liked who had swords with green hair, I think, in that show. I thought he was good. Have you seen Shallow Grave, directed by Danny Boyle, who made I have not, but I should watch that because I like Danny Boyle. No, just skip. Okay. Zorro. Yeah, Zorro was sick. Thank you for the $5 US. Larry Kartowitz. Have you seen Samaritan with Sylvester Stallone? I've not. Or Arch Enemy with the Deathstroke actor. Both are underrated indie superhero films. I have not seen Samaritan. Thank you for the $5 US. I have not seen Samaritan, but I was interested in it. How is it? Is it good? I'll watch it for sure. For sure. Sylvester Stallone has like superhuman strength in there, yeah? Maybe. Thank you for the $2 US. Sloan Jr. Love The Empty Man. Everyone should watch it. I think The Empty Man is like a Lovecraftian masterpiece, guys. Personally. That's what I think. Thank you for the $2 US. Unknown126. Can you make a video on the Dark Tower? Um, the Dark Tower. The Dark Tower. You talking about the movie with Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey? Is that what it was called? The Dark Tower with the gunslinger. I didn't like the movie, but I thought the lore was interesting, so I might. I've made dude. I've made multiple videos on Stephen King's lore. Multiple. Zaffy, bro, look at my comments, bro. Did you super chat something? Well, let me see what you said. Joe, just please comment it again. I'm sorry. Copy paste and comment it again. There's a lot of fucking comments. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to see if I missed super chats because that can't occur. With the ability of immortality, would you save the woman you love from a Lovecraftian eldritch being like Cthulhu? If I had immortality, well, first of all, if I'm facing off against a Lovecraftian being, dying is like the least of my worries. I could also be like thrusted into this dimension of hell. So I probably wouldn't save the woman. Maybe Kate Beckinsale. Okay, thank you. Where is this? Thank you for the $2 US. Rags Army 7768. You can do corn since you're man. Oh, all right, man. Nah, I ain't doing that shit. I would need to strip everything else. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to do that at all. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. You know, did I tell you guys? I had a sponsor who reached out. I get a lot of sponsors reached out to me, guys, and some of them are degenerate, like gambling. Obviously, I say no. I've only done 2 sponsors in my life, which was Manscaped and Surfshark, because those are the only products I would use. But there was a sponsor who sells sex dolls that reached out to me and wanted me to promote that to my audience because he looked at me and thought I was probably a gimp. I'm not. All right. He looked at me and thought they thought I was like a freaking my fan base because the way I look was into that shit. And I was like, bro, I don't know how many of my fan base are like weirdo corn watching incel people. I don't know that statistics. Like, right? I don't know that. But I'm not selling nothing. They were selling me sex dolls, like legitimate full-size sex dolls. Thank you for the $2 US. Kedrick Adams 3301. Have you ever seen Green Inferno? Green Inferno is insanely fucking awesome. Thank you for that's a great one. Thank you for the thank you for the $20 US. Gene T43X Hippopotamus Epic Fail. I know, man. Like what? Like they didn't give me a price. They were just like, "Hey, what do you think about this? Can you send us a screenshot of your YouTube statistics so we can see your audience information?" Like, bro, because the thing is, my audience is mostly male, so they're gonna say, "Oh, yeah, your audience would be down for this." That's the only metric they would use. I'm not giving you anything. You're not touching my channel with this sex bullshit. Oh, here are some fully grown sex dolls. You look like you might be a gimp. Why don't you sell them? But I will say it makes more sense for that sponsor to reach out to me than a law firm. Those are the two. That's a spectrum. Not only has a Disney related company reached out to me, but a law firm reached out to a coke addict and then a sex doll company. And then there was a gaming chair company that reached out to me, and I actually was down, but they never replied, man. Fuckers. Thank you for the $10 US. Larry Kordowitz. I highly recommend Samaritan. It's better than the MCU DC films I've made. But yeah, Dark Tower, the movie wasn't a great adaptation. But Mike Flanagan is working on a series of films now. Interesting. Mike Flanagan is great and amazing. I love all the stuff he's done. Fall of the House of Usher, Midnight Mass, Haunting a Hill House. He's great. Okay, I'll watch Samaritan though. Thank you for the €2. Imagine Alex. Automatically see your audience as insulting. They would have. By the way, they would have exactly done that. They would have seen my audience. Oh, it's mostly male. Oh, there's some guys in the 25 years, 30-year-old, even 50-year-olds. Okay, Promote some sex dolls. That's what they would have done. Automatically seeing your audience as incel insulting. Thank you for the €2. I agree. There was another one I missed. Thank you for the $5, Dylan Petsk. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, so that's what like I don't know what to say. It's you know what, guys? It pays to be a coke addict, I guess. Law firms are reaching out to me, bruv. That's how down bad you are. Law firms, and this is like a prestigious law firm. I've seen their freaking billboards when I'm riding in Atlanta. I see them. I'm visiting people in Atlanta. I see a billboard. I'm like, guys, they reached out to me. If you're in Atlanta, you probably know. What do you think about Waterworld? That was a very, I think that made the entire studio broke, right? Filming that because of the entire city water set they built, but that was crazy. That's a crazy film. I do like it though. Kevin Costner, right? Thank you for the $2 unknown 126. Are there any new masks that you're making, guys? So this is the mask I was shoveling in today. I have my Deathstroke mask too. I found it. Macro didn't take it. It's like a fully you cover the mask, but the problem is my voice sounds like this. I tried filming with it. My it wasn't audible, so I can only wear it when I'm like fighting. But thank you for the $2. So yeah, man, I get reached out by a lot of people. There's one sponsorship management company that I did the Surfshark sponsorship with. They automatically assumed I would like shill their earbuds, but there was no contract. So I don't know what the hell they were even talking about. So they got really mad that I didn't do it because I didn't sign a contract. They're like, "Yo, please, we know you want these earbuds. Give us the location so we can send a free one to you so you can start making a video." I'm like, "Bro, I've not signed a contract. Nothing has happened. There's been no negotiation of payment. I'm not doing this. I would never use these earbuds. Oh, we have over the phone ones for you to wear in your video. I don't use these things. I only will promote things that I would wear or use or do, right?" Like a VPN, yeah, of course I'm going to use it. I need to, bro. My security means everything, right? Manscaped was just a funny one as a troll, to be honest. Because it's after you doing Manscaped, right? That's funny. I'm not doing any of this other shit. Thank you for the $10, GMC 1992. Yo, Zappy, you should make a video on Sucker for Love, a crazy dating sim where a dude tries to romance with female versions of graphic media. Bro, send this on suggested topics. I'm actually interested. What is that? I've never heard of that. Sucker for Love. Send me that. Like send it on the suggested topics and then say, hey, this is the one who super chatted. Thank you for the $2. Chuck Flea 137. You want to fight crime? Go to O Block. I don't think I'd be fighting crime. I think I'd be fucking dead. But thank you for the $2. W Creator. Bribes from Hollywood, Zaffy. Dr. Strangelove. You have a beard under that mask. No comment. Thank you for the 12 PLN. I don't know what that is. Thank you for the $12. Arkmin. Have you seen Travis Scott clip in Nolan's movie? Where? Travis Scott in Nolan's movie? Which one? Interesting. Was it in Tenet? Where was that? Take VPN for sponsor. Dude, yeah, so only Surfshark. There was another one. Was it Nord? I'm also very lazy to do sponsorship videos. That's the problem. So if I'm attached to one, I want to keep working with it because I've already filmed the video. I can continuously reuse it. You know, that's why. But come on, sex dolls, like what the fuck? And I've had some weird sponsors like that, man. This one audio thing. Oh, we know your audience would like these soundscapes. How do you know this? You're just guessing. Where is this coming in? No, he's in Odyssey. Oh shit, he's in Odyssey. Travis Scott? Are we talking about the same one? What the hell is he doing? Is he playing a Greek god? Ella Purnell, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 if she wasn't British. Ella Purnell. Are you talking about the director of Wuthering Heights? Bro, I think she's the psyop. Oh, wow, Tenet just because the lead is black, huh? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the only one I could think of. Like, I'm trying to think of, all right, black people in a Nolan's film. Which one do I think of immediately? And it's Tenet. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it'd be Odyssey. The fuck? The cast is white, all of them, right? Like, I didn't think there was a single black person there. I could be wrong. Zaffy, here's a tip. If you put a small mic on the inside of your new mask and layer the audio over the actual, it wouldn't be an issue. Okay. The problem is it would take a long time to edit all of them, but yes, I understand. That's a good point. What do you think of goon addiction? I think is a problem. as someone who may or may not have it, I think it's a problem. You know what I mean? It's a drug. It is a drug because you're relying on dopamine cycling. It is literally a drug. Ella Purnell could do live action Giganta Girl from Megamind. Bro, what is your obsession with Ella Purnell? Are we talking about the same Ella Purnell? Remember when Travis Scott got clowned on because he wore his trash Batman costume? Is this guy this because like Travis Scott, is he the one where there was an audience member in his live show that died because they got stampeded on? Is this the same Travis Scott? You guys remember? Am I blanking? Am I thinking of someone else? Yeah, that's him, right? Fuck that guy. Yeah. His reaction to that was a lot of controversy too, right? I think crazy times. Travis was in Tenet as an OST. Oh, okay. Ella Purnell equals Fallout and Yellow Jackets actress. Okay, no. Oh, Ella Purnell. Why was I talking about someone else? I was talking about the director of Wuthering Heights. I was like, how do you like her? Ella Purnell is gorgeous. If it's the leading actress from, is it Lucy? What was her name from Fallout? The leading one. She's hot. Is she on my list of women? She's very cute though. As someone who with current goon addiction, you're right. It's a drug. Zaf, have you watched The Pit? It's on HBO. I've not watched The Pit, but I think some of the actors I've heard are a bit sus on there. But I should watch it. If it's a great hospital show, we need realistic ones, man. I don't want to watch no Grey's Anatomy shit, even though some of that shit's coded. Thank you for the €5. Imagine Alex Day. If you're a vigilante like me in need of lawyering for public disorder instruction, call Steinberg and get all your heroing and coke line fees covered. Okay. Call Steinberg. Thank you for the €5. No, Zaffy needs a long-haired brown woman. A long brown-haired woman. Does Ella Purnell not have brown hair? Thank you for the $2, Sword Boy. I appreciate you. Have you watched the Gotham TV show? I do like Cameron Monaghan's version of the Joker. He was the only thing I was watching for, to be honest. And then when he there was like multiple versions of that Joker, right? He had brothers or some shit. I like the one in season 2. The one who didn't have makeup on, who was in prison and was like creating a team of crazies. And he got Jim Gordon's ex, the crazy one, Barbara, who's hot as hell, by the way. He got her on his team. They were like the Suicide Squad juniors. I really like that. That whole storyline of Gotham was pretty cool. Morgan and Morgan sponsors the To Catch a Predator YT channels would be a good sponsor for that. Hey, guess what? They may or may not have already reached out. The problem is some of these sponsors, I think they see my channel. They send the offer or whatever, and then they watch my channel to make sure everything's good, and then they're like, "Oh hell no!" They're like, "Oh hell, we can't represent this guy. We can't have him represent us." Tarantino is obviously up there. Which director do you believe is a gooner? Yeah, Tarantino. Roman Polanski was 100% a gooner. This dude was a PDF file. Michael Bay is a gooner too. I've heard Michael Bay is on the Epstein files, bro. I don't know. Who else? I think Zack Snyder's probably a gooner too. Most of them are, guys. Most of them are. Gunn is a gooner. I don't know about Nolan. Maybe. I don't want to say Nolan's a gooner. I don't want to go on a limb and say that. Let's think of all the directors. Tarantino, Gunn, Snyder, Bay, 100% gooners. Who else has directed shit? Why can't I think of anything? Not Steven Spielberg could be. He just doesn't give the ones. You're talking about the ones that give you a vibe of a gooner. It's definitely those. Emerald Fennell, I think, is the name of Wuthering Heights director. She's a gooner, 100%. Movie reviews content is wholesome. Thank you, bro. Tarantino, he's a gooner, bro. He's a freaking foot fetishist. You could see it. And he's friends with Weinstein, bro. Like, of course he's a gooner. Glad you gave Stranger Things season 5 the critique you needed. Thank you for the vid on it. People are sick of it, but you know what? Hell, man, I milked it up for all it was worth, and I thought people agreed. I thought we had a lot of good therapy from that. Hey, Zappy, please see this. Check out Constantine. I figure you would like sort of existential. Bro, I love Constantine. And I really think the Lucifer in the Constantine movie is up there for me with Viggo Mortensen in The Prophecy. And the Whaling's Devil. Who else? I actually think the Lucifer from Constantine, I like him more than Al Pacino's, because Al Pacino is just kind of like, he's just kind of, it's just Al Pacino to me. But the one from Lucifer, that dude's just schizoid. The Lucifer from Constantine is a schizophrenic, the way he was playing it. Hello, John. Of course, John. He was like the Joker, the way he was talking. Did Kevin Feige really go into Ryan Wife's trailer? I have no idea, bro. Kevin Feige's probably Gooner. The fact that you've seen The Wailing is based, dude. The Wailing is great. Dude, there's so many films. Why didn't No Other Choice get nominated for an Oscar? Why are they freaking? I have no words, man. The director of Baskin needs an exorcism. Kevin Feige's so lame compared to Michael Bay and Jerry Bruckheimer. Okay, the Lucifer from the End of Days is crazy too. There's a lot of good Lucifers, man. I think Vigo Mortensen and the Prophecy is still my favorite though. Thank you for the $10 Saint Quo Vadis. Saint Quo Vadis. Thank you for the live stream, Zaffy. Love your videos. Take care. Thank you, my man. Thank you for tuning in. We didn't have as many live viewers as last one, but fuck it. We're going on for a longer period of time though. Top 5 UFC fighters of all time. Oh fuck, man. If I'm counting PED cheats, then John Jones, GSP, DJ. I think Islam might have surpassed Khabib, so I'm going to put Islam. Who the fuck? Why can't I think of any? Would it be Silva? It'd probably be there, but I don't want to put. I don't want to go out on a limb and say John Jones is the best because fuck that dude. I love Eyes Wide Shut. Love it. No other choice is goated. It is. I'm terrible at spelling. By the way, I'm trying to type faster. I guess I'm terrible at speaking. Islam definitely surpassed Khabib, but Islam has one loss. He does, but honestly, I don't care about an undefeated record. If you've been fighting bums for half the record, right? Like Khabib's the first half of Khabib's resume is not that impressive. He's only fought 4 elite fighters in this time: RDA, Connor, Justin, Dustin. That's it. And he arguably lost to Gleason Tebow, arguably, right? Islam, questionable resume, but I think when you are a two-weight world champion, you have to be like high up. Thank you for the. And in this era of MMA where people are just well-rounded everywhere, that's way more impressive to me than because Khabib dominated mostly strikers, right? So yeah, thank you for the $5, Anthony GM5. Who would you cast for the Midnight Suns? But keep Nicolas Cage though. I thought Ryan Gosling would have made a great Ghost Rider. Midnight Suns. Mahershala Ali's Blade. Everyone is casted, right? Like John Bernthal, Charlie Cox Daredevil, if you want to bring him in. Like most of them are already casted. Who else? Like I think most of the people you need for Midnight Suns, the casts are obviously there. But I would keep Nicolas Cage. Thank you for the $5, Swordboy GC. Hey Zachary, could you do a theory on Silence of the Lambs or Hannibal Lecter and Buffalo Bill of Friends? It's really interesting. Thank you for the 5. I think you could argue they are at least they've been talking, they've been in communication. Like Hannibal always befriends these serial killers so he can manipulate them, right? He did it a lot in the show too. But friends as in they went to college together or they were childhood friends would be a different kind of theory. That'd be interesting. Thank you for the $5. Oh yeah, 649. Have you seen From? Peeps get trapped in a rural town. Things come out at night to hunt them. It's like Lost with a horror element, but it's good. Currently trying to watch it and finish it because I know a lot of my fans want me to react to it. Have you watched the show called Barry? I've seen a bit of Barry and I enjoy it. But you know, who's what's his name, man? The Australian hitman show with the bald guy, Mr. What's it called? Mr. Nobody? What was it called? You guys know this. Help me, guys. I can't, for the life of me, remember names anymore. Mr. In Between, thank you, is goated. Goated. One of the best shows ever made. Period. Mr. In Between's goated. Have you seen Twilight of the Warriors Walden? No, I have not. What actors actually do you think are goobers instead? I have some suspicion about little touchy Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal... Here's my thing about Pedro, okay? I know Pedro did that Palestine aid thing, which respect. So I'm going to lay off of Pedro a bit, but I still think he's a weirdo. The stuff with Willem Dafoe, I think him and Vanessa Kirby were just banging, to be honest, but I think the stuff with Willem Dafoe's wife is questionable as hell. I still think that's sus, bro. I still have my eyes, bro. I'm dokes. But I'm going to leave Pedro alone because I think there are worse people that I figured out. There are worse people in Hollywood that I've seen recently. But Pedro just needs to stop being casted and stuff, and I think actually people will leave him alone. I think that's the biggest issue. I think now Jacob Elordi and Glenn Powell are getting on my nerves. They're in everything, bro. Can Hollywood stop casting the same 5 people in everything? I'm begging you. You people will start hating these people, man. Pascal's gotten away with some crazy-ish for him. So common being touchy-feely. He has, bro. He has. We know. Thank you for the $2 Sword Boy. Have you ever heard of Apocalypse Now? I have, bro. It's a goated film. Y'all think Pedro's a weirdo? He could be. Glenn Powell has been pissing me off. I just don't find a lot of his films interesting. I didn't like the Twisters reboot that much. Running Man I have to see, so I can't comment on it. But none of his films, when they're promoted, interest me. And I think he's obviously he's a Chad, he's good looking, he's got charisma. I don't he plays the same character in every fucking movie. Can we just acknowledge that? But I'll watch The Running Man. Hey, leave Glenn Powell. I've never watched his movie. I don't think I feel like he's a cool guy. Like I've seen some interviews of him where he seems like a cool guy. There's nothing in his filmography that interests me that much. Nothing. At least Jacob Elordi is Frankenstein, like at least he's doing something different. I've heard he's in talks to play Bond though. Please no, man. I don't want to see Jacob Elordi's Bond. You watch Keeper? I did. Keeper was a weird film, man. A lot of the lore in that is unexplained. Like a lot of the lore, like that's a puzzle. It didn't make sense when I saw it, but that's crazy though. If you guys have seen Keeper, crazy reveal at the end. But it wasn't my favorite. I feel like it wasn't that great to be honest. You watch The Dark Tower? I have watched The Dark Tower. Don't read too much into it. Their actors so faking is part of it. Yeah, of course I know, but yeah, like, it's all I have, right, to go off of. So I'm not going to go off on Glenn's as a person, but acting wise, there's nothing he does that impresses me. He plays the same character in every movie. None of his movies are that impressive. Thank you for the $10, dude. What 4434? Thank you for the $10. Even though you're not an anime fan, you should check out Frieren. Might be a bit slow, but your dive and theories will be great to watch. Okay. I appreciate the $10, bro. Frieren. Haven't heard of that at all, to be honest. Zaffy, what do you think of the mainstream animes like One Punch Man or Jujutsu Kaisen? I know more about One Punch Man than Jujutsu Kaisen. I always thought the concept of it was silly, but I don't know. I don't know personally. Gal Gadot, Zendaya, Glenn Powell, Pedro, Sydney Sweeney are all industry plants. They literally are. I think Gal, Glenn, and Sydney are industry plants like crazy. And they're continuously planting themselves. I don't know if you've seen some of the shit that Sydney Sweeney's been doing recently with some of the people she's been taking pictures with and all that. There are clearly things that they're doing on purpose to get roles. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you for the $2, DB1777. What are you most excited for in Invincible Season 4? Conquest to come back. And I need to see Battle Beast and him fight. Done. That's all I want. I want to see Battle Beast and Conquest go to war. Am I wrong, chat? Thank you for the $2 Canadian dollars. Sorry. Thank you for the $2 Sword Boy Logic. What do you think of? You think that Thing is in Childs or McCready? Childs. I'm pretty sure there's a comic book follow-up where it's in Childs too. But if I was to guess, it'd probably be Childs. They're gonna put in the black guy back then, bro. When that was made, do you think they're putting in the white guy? Come on, man. Thank you for the $20 Gene T 43X. Hey Zaffy, what are your thoughts on the Truman Show? I thought the movie is great. It's a great movie, man. It's really, really scary too, bro. It's really scary, man. The idea of being in a TV show or a simulation, But I've always wanted to find the edge of the preserve where the door opens up and you see what's going on, But I love Truman Show. Sydney Sweeney is overrated. I don't think she has good acting, to be honest. Looks wise, I think she's just it's all body with her, The One Piece is real. Okay. Zaffy, have you watched The Pit? It's on HBO. I've not. I do want to see it. Until Thrag comes along. Yeah, I gotta see Conquest fight all of them, man. I gotta see him fight Battle Beast, Omni-Man, Thrag. Like that's all I want in life. He's such a sick character. By the way, I saw the so the Invincible trailer. I haven't read the comics, but that ruler of the Viltrumites is going to be introduced. The dude with the suit at the end, who's like leading the invasion. I'd be very interested in seeing that. I just want to see Conquest go to war. I didn't see him in the trailer at all, which is fine. I get it. There's a lot of villains that they have to set up. And by the way, this is going to be the most stacked, bloated season ever, potentially. It's like Avengers Doomsday, the amount of people they have to... Okay, I got 24% left on this chat. We're going to go through this. You seen Saw? I have seen Saw. My genes are better. Charlie Kaufman is the GOAT. I also feel that Ryan Reynolds is high ski of Gooner. He 100% is, bro. No offense to Ryan. I think Blake Lively's a bit weird, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't. By the way, I don't know anything about I didn't tune into the. I don't care enough about it, but I didn't tune into the drama with Blake Lively and that co-star verse. I just heard about it from people. I don't know who's in the right, who's in the wrong, because Blake Lively, Loki did give me some Amber Heard vibes, but I don't want to speak on it. But I do think there's some weird shit there. What's wrong with some tame goonery? Nothing really. Thank you for the $5 sword boy. Everyone tame goons. Thank you for the $5 sword boy. Which show do you think is better, Stranger Things or Welcome to Derry? It depends. Obviously now Welcome to Derry, because Stranger Things is shit now. But I love season 1 of Stranger Things. I think it's like a very good, well crafted season. Welcome to Derry had some things that bothered me with some of the military subplots, some of the CGI, some of the kids not being as likable or interesting as others. But I think overall it was great. I actually thought the finale for Welcome to Derry was way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought they did Pennywise well. So yeah. He's a Canuck. Zaffy, I know you're not into comics. Have you heard of a comic called Crossed? Yeah, with the zombie virus. I mentioned it in a video. It's one of the sickest. It's the closest that a movie's adapted it is the movie Silence. The Silence. If you know, you know. The most fucked up zombie virus I've ever seen in my life. Is it Stranger Things or all right, bro? Did you hear about Divorcegate? Haven't heard you talk about this on your Stranger Things video. On the Devil of the Wife. I thought about it maybe. I just didn't have enough information about it, because that's like pretty much that's close to defaming the brothers, you know? Like their wife wrote the first 4 seasons, then they divorced, they had to write it themselves. Yeah, I don't know if it's true. I obviously heard the rumors about that. I don't know if it's true. I didn't want to make a video until I knew more about it, and I still don't know anything about it. But that would explain a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. I heard of Cross from Zaffy, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've touched on it. How do you think Nicolas Cage would be as the Mask? He'd be fucking great. Are the Duffer Brothers out of touch? Potentially. Yeah, 100% they are. Green Room is great. Green Room is great and brutal. Zaffy, have you seen Smiley 2012? It's quite the strange movie. I have not. Love you, Zaffy. Stay high. One coke line at a time. I'm out of here. All right, brother. I appreciate you. You should make a video covering short horror novels like The Monkey Paw and Survivor Types by Stranger Things. Sorry, Stephen King. Will do. New Silent Hill movie, any good? I've heard it's really, really bad. Some people in the chat are saying it's good because it sticks to the source material, but I've heard it's a bad movie in general. And I've heard the effects are shit because of how cheap it is. Stop it. Get some help. Have you seen the Collector movies? Yes, I've made a video about Collector being the scariest slasher of all time. Patrick Stewart, Loki, a chilling ass villain. Dude, him as that neo-Nazi leader in Green Room was insane. That movie was really, I love movies like that where everything is just really uncomfortable and tense in an isolated area, you know? Do you think Robert Eggers' werewolf movie will be fire? Probably. I hope. I liked Nosferatu a lot, but there was something emotionally I was disconnected from the film. I didn't feel like I liked the characters that much or cared about them. I hope that's different in this, because you need to. The main character who's a werewolf, you need to really have that connection and empathy with them. Zappy, you should look into Absolute Batman. I've made videos on it, bro. I think it's great. Uma Thurman, Kill Bill, Xena, Warrior Princess, who wins in a fight? Xena, but for the culture, we're going to say Uma Thurman. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for a Night of the Seven. Night 7, but it doesn't look like it has the same money into it. I'm not excited for anything Game of Thrones, to be honest, guys. I'm only going to finish House of Dragon, and that's it. I think that's my thing. Why is your room green? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Zappy, how did you come up with how to defeat the Smile Demon? I don't know. I was just like, how would I do it? If I was infected by the Smile Demon parasite and I knew I had like 5 days or 4 days to live, how would I go about it? I would, and this is if I'm prepared for it, right? If I knew somebody who was infected with it and I had to defeat it, I would turn myself into a sadomasochist. Even then, I'd still probably die, but I would turn myself into a sadomasochist and last long enough so we could capture it with AI and implant the virus and trap it. You know, like that's the only way. You can't defeat it in a fight. Yeah, ain't no way someone in chat compares Orca and Pennywise. Are you high? Hear me out. Batman horror movie was Scarecrow as the main villain. 100%. Hey, Zaffy, what would you rate 28 Days Later? 8 point something out of 10, maybe. Yeah. You know what, guys? I was thinking about the first 28 Days Later movie, and I think it's a really good movie. The third act kind of doesn't make sense. Cillian Murphy became Batman. He defeated a bunch of like soldiers like they were nothing. He had no stealth training, no hand-to-hand combat training, nothing. Makes no sense. But it's a great movie besides that. If you can turn your brain off, like at that last part, like I do think the idea of those soldiers wanting to like R-word the woman was crazy. That was scary as fuck. Because that scene where the black chick tells the girl swallow these pills so that you don't feel anything when you're getting R-word is one of the darkest, coldest lines I've ever seen in a movie. That's so disturbing. I thought 28 Weeks Later was really good. I actually think that's underrated as fuck. Great opening scene, great ending. Like I thought it was. I don't know why people hate on it so much. Zaffy, the DCU was gonna have Michael Bay direct a movie. What comic book character do you think would be a good fit for Michael Bay? That's a really good question. None of the Trinity, not Wonder Woman, not Batman or Superman. I would love to see. I don't know. Maybe dude, that's a tough one. What comic book character? The Flash? Green Arrow? It would need to be something that would be appropriately schizo, right? Give him Shazam. Have you seen They Clone Tar? I have. That was an interesting movie. Conspiracy about blacks being oh man, that was really fucked up. That was a really fucked up movie with the reveal. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. I think the Flash could potentially be good for Michael Bay, maybe, but he would make the characters all like weird. He writes characters really weirdly, like they're schizophrenics, all of them. Maybe the Flash, because Team Flash and Star Labs, I feel like you might need some of that. It would give me like Transformers vibes with Shia and the crew. Maybe the Flash. Favorite drug movie, probably Requiem for a Dream is the scariest drug movie I've ever seen because it's horrendously depressing and scary at the end. It's a horror movie. But I think the Pusher series, it's not a drug movie, but it has a lot of drug use in it. I think that's pretty good too. Shia LaBeouf for Flash. Easily, bro. Just do it. 28 years later, editing is like the 2010s. Yes, it is. Yeah. I have a Rice Alley Rice Schizo. Blow and Requiem for a Dream and Train Spotting. Mandy was great. You saw Train Spotting? I think I have. I think I watched it a long time ago, though. I don't remember anything. Limitless is fun, too. Zaffy, can you talk about the Sopranos and paranormal events in the series? The paranormal events in the Sopranos series. Interesting. I have not thought about that. Naked Lunch, face reveal when. If you want a scary drug movie, watch any military movie. Okay. We're going to end this soon, guys. So get all your main questions in because we're at 19% battery. I think we've been streaming for like over 2 hours. I love how Pennywise. I'm gonna bring my assistant on in the next one, guys. I hope you enjoy that. Zaffy, have you seen Exist to 2014? I'm just curious to know. I have not. Zaffy, love your take on Hannibal series. Thank you. Good call. Requiem for a Dream is messed up. What are your thoughts on Casper No? Casper No. I don't know what that is. It's Jurassic Park or Jaws? Jaws. Zaffy Smile 3 comes out this year. Are you ready for it? I'm not, man. I can't deal with another one of these movies where fucking women are smiling in your face. TMNT. Zaffy, this hot take, but I don't mind Michael Bay's version of the TMT. I've seen, I don't think it's terrible by any means. Never reveal face. Okay. Superman High Diff. Xenomorph of content. Thank you. Zaffy, are you going to watch Markiplier's movie Iron Lung? Yes, I am. It's a very interesting concept. The duck is his guilt of not being loved by narcissistic mother in Sopranos. Oh, Sopranos? Okay. G-Day, Zaffy, just caught the stream. Love the way you think and speak your mind. How's the anime watch going? Anime watch is going decently. There's a lot I have to catch up on. Thank you for the $5 Joey7437. Thanks for the videos. Love them. Only discovered you last year. Okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. You're probably an OG because last year is when I really started to fully start popping off. But yeah, thank you for the $5. Zaffy, are you going to watch Markiplier's movie Iron Lung? Yes. Your take on Lost? Shit ending. But I'm a big fan of Evangeline Lilly for obvious reasons, so I gotta forgive it. Love you schizo video. Don't leave. Thank you, bro. Zaffy, have you played the Crisis games? I have not. Do you remember the channel called Superpower Beatdown? I do. They used to make some really good shit. Do they still make it? Sorry, there was Superpower Beatdown and Bat in the Sun. Are they the same or different? I think Superpower Beatdown is different, right? Superpower Beatdown was pretty cool. There was one, and I don't remember if this was Bat in the Sun or Superpower Beatdown, where Batman needs help fighting Darth Vader, so Superman comes in. Do you guys remember that Batman versus Darth Vader? But that might have been Bat in the Sun. I don't remember. Spawn versus Superman. Who wins? Spawn could win that because of the magic use. He has hell at his disposal, man. Spiritually, it's a different fight for Superman. Thank you for the $2, Dave Bucky 11. Have you watched Superman Red Sun? I have not, but I should. The Creep was so realistic found footage. The Creep is really, really traumatizing. Have you seen John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars? I have not. Zaffy, do you think but I'm a fan of John Carpenter, so I don't have any problem watching it. Zaffy, do you think the Toby trilogy is overrated? I've always thought so. Oh, my back. In some ways. Because Spider-Man 3 isn't really that good. It's just kind of good in a nostalgic based, like funny way, you know, like Spider-Man 3 is still so fun, right? You could argue that Spider-Man, the Toby series, doesn't even have the best first movie. Some people argue Amazing Spider-Man 1's better, but I think the second movie is really goated, personally. So I don't think as a trilogy it's the best by any means. It's not even close. But I think this for a second movie it's good. But again, it doesn't have the best second superhero movie of all time either. That's The Dark Knight, right? So I don't even give it that credit. Superman, but I love Toby's Spider-Man. Ghost Rider versus Pennywise. Who would win? Dude, I actually don't know. Pennywise in his full form is like an eldritch being, right? But Ghost Rider would fuck him up. Let's just be honest, bro. Ghost Rider would talk shit and kill Pennywise. That's just a fact. He'd do the goddamn penance stare. To be honest, the penance stare what would happen if he tries to penance stare into Pennywise and Pennywise opens the deadlights? What would happen to Ghost Rider, guys? What would happen to him? I don't even know. Because he's like a cosmic being, right? Ghost Rider. Like he has direct influence from hell. Mephistopheles. Like what would Pennywise's deadlights work on him? Because they're like a radiation from a different dimension. So I don't know. Which Chaos God from Warhammer would you choose to follow? For me, Nurgle. I would follow Zench. I think I'm pronouncing the name right. Zench. I would turn into a demon sorcerer and just fuck up humanity. Ghost Rider wins. Okay. Thoughts on the film Watchmen? I'm a fan of the film Watchmen. I thought it was great. I thought it was great mostly because it follows like the source material almost page for page, you know? That's what you need. I think Dr. Manhattan and Rorschach are like iconic, and Ozymandias too. It has like the coolest kind of like plot, you know, like Ozymandias' whole plan is to unite the countries that are at war with this crazy event that blows up the New York City. Like it's an insane story. And Dr. Manhattan's like, yeah, we have to let this happen because it'll work. Henry Cavill Superman versus Ed Norton's Hulk. Henry Cavill Superman, probably. Superpower Beatdown coming back. Shredder versus Batman's coming soon. Oh, nice. Pennywise versus Slenderman. I'd probably still give it to Pennywise because we don't know how Lovecraftian Slender truly is. Zappa, do you think James Franco will ever make a comeback, or is his career cooked for good? Probably his career is cooked, man. I like James Franco a lot, but that shit with those allegations, that like it's just tough to. You're like a Weinstein, right? At that point, like you're going to be condemned as such. So, what were the allegations against him? By the way, it was just that what was he doing? He was getting in bed with the college students of his class. I don't even know what the thoughts on Scream 7. I don't care about Scream 7, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Fuck them and fuck the producers for what they did to Melissa Barrera. And it doesn't look good either. It just doesn't. People are like, "Oh, Sydney Story's coming back, bro." Who cares? Who cares? We've seen her back multiple times. The Scream movies haven't been good, bro. Since well, to be honest, I did enjoy the last one, so I can't say that, but I don't know. They've just been missing something. I did think Scream 4 was pretty fun though. Like out of the more recent ones after the first three, I thought Scream 4 was pretty cool. I like that twist at the end. Would you ever make short films? Of course, man. Of course. How much battery do we have left? My lore vids are building up to like eventually short film-esque proper stuff. They're not good right now, obviously, because I'm writing them and doing it like that, but I need to put more thought into these things and make them better. Zappy, what's the most overrated movie franchise ever? I don't know. Some could argue Harry Potter. I mean, I like Harry Potter, so I don't want to say that, but that could be it. Maybe James Bond. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe James Bond because there's a lot of shit movies in the James Bond series, you know. And the only goated ones, in my opinion, are like Casino Royale, Skyfall, some of the older ones. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the most underrated film series of all time. Underrated, bro. Have you guys seen King Arthur: Legend of the Sword? I don't think. I think Man from Earth and King Arthur: Legend of the Sword are low-key underrated. Man from Earth, I think, is just a great film. King Arthur, I think, is really underrated. Yo, Zeffy, have you heard the news about the Batman, the Brave and the Bold director? We are so cooked. Who is it? Who is the Brave and Bold director, guys? Can you guys say her name, or whoever this person's name is? Review The Long Walk. Riddick versus Blade. Who wins? Same dude as the Flash is directing Batman, Brave and Bold. Oh hell no. Riddick versus Blade. Who wins? Probably Blade. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. W, of course. And the writer is the same as Flash as well. Fucking hell. Thoughts on Sabrina Carpenter rumored for Final Destination 7? I don't have any thoughts, to be honest, on Sabrina Carpenter and Final Destination. Whatever. It's again like Hollywood's doing this thing where we need influencers and singers and all this stuff. You know, they're doing that with all these movies now because we want to make money somehow. It's just desperation. You should make a 1 hour movie about Zaffy Lore after 1 million subs. Maybe. I need some good views on these lore videos, man. The views have been down for the lore videos, so I gotta pick them up. Michael Corbin versus Jacob Twilight. Who wins? Corbin all day, bruv. Corbin. Corbin beat William. Like, I know William was starred, but William is like beyond all these idiots in Twilight. Like, it could be a tough fight because of the werewolf speed in Twilight, but that's it. Have you seen Supernatural, the show? I have. I haven't finished it though. Matrix ain't overrated. Take that that back. I never said the Matrix was overrated. I didn't even mention it. The fourth movie was shit though, Resurrections, and I think the last movie, the third movie, was kind of meh. As a franchise, it's not great. You know, you could say that. Xenomorph versus the Killer Rabbit of Kara Brunog, or Xenomorph all day. So someone said the Matrix is overrated. I don't think the Matrix is like overrated in film. I think the first film was iconic. What do you think would happen if Brightburn ran into LA? Pennywise would get fucked up, guys. Like, Brightburn's a full-on psychopath. I don't think Pennywise is ready. Matrix is good until they started turning people into Swiss cheese. It's just the problem is it got they delved too much into the sci-fi to the point where it got crazy, convoluted, overrated, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you should watch Corpse Party. Just 4 hours, 4 episodes of pure horror. Hey Zaffy, have you seen Vin Diesel's Bloodshot? I have. It's all right. It's whatever. It's mid. Izzo was fine as fucking it though. Talk about Game of Thrones, please. Okay. Pennywise would eat Brightburn. Lol, you underestimate his power. I just can't look at Pennywise like losing to a bunch of fucking kids and see him losing to Brightburn. I understand, the power of the turtle and the shining and all this, bro. Pennywise obviously can't lose, you know, to Bright. So there's no there's no way to win for Brightburn. But I don't think Pennywise would do shit. But Brightburn is like fucking schizoid, bro. His brain, I don't even know if fear is a thing for this guy. This guy's a full-on psychopath, you know? But maybe. Homelander versus Brightburn. Brightburn at his strongest could probably, because Homelander is like this insecure, crazy person. Brightburn is a full-on psychopath. You know, like there's no empathy. Like he just becomes a full-on psychopath. So I think he'd beat Homeboy. Pennywise is the mind flayer. Maybe Pennywise is fighting a crazy gauntlet 90% of the time, 99% of the time. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Brightburn has more feats. Brightburn was fun. Pennywise has eaten a psycho kid who felt no fear, but it was a shitty meal, he says. Yeah, maybe Penny would win. Pennywise versus the Joker wins. Probably Pennywise. But fuck it. Zappy, you should play Dead by Daylight. Most horror icons are on it, like Freddy and Pyramid Head. Okay. All right. What are we at? 13%. All right, let's grind this out, guys. I've never seen Brightburn. If you want an evil Superman movie, that's probably the one for you. Honestly, people are too naive and nostalgic for believing Spider-Man 4 was possible. That ship has been sailed. Yeah, I'm actually starting to question if Toby's even in fucking Doomsday at this point, bro. Oh shit! Thank you for the $50 the Baba Head. Oh man, I wish I could say your name. How much longer do you think they'll make actual movies? Since AI will probably be double as good by the end of the year. Love the vids. Thank you, man. I don't think it'll be double as good by the end of the year because I think people hate it too much already. Like the Tilly Norwood thing, most people are against it. When people see AI now, it's very easy to track. And when you're going to release an AI film, legally, I think you're gonna need to say, yeah, this is AI, by the way, guys. So people will not watch it out of principle. So I think Hollywood films are still here to stay for a bit. Now, 5, 10, 20 years from now, I don't know. I don't know. There'll probably be competitions. Like there'll be an award show for AI film. There probably already is, but like in a physical one. There'll be like AI film Oscars. I don't think it'll replace film entirely. I think people care about real actors a lot. They idol worship real actors a lot. So they won't do that. They love the real directors a lot. Like guys like Nolan, all that stuff. We won't know. I think we will though. I think we'll know legally. I think they'll be legally required to say, hey, this is an AI film. I guarantee you guys. The WGA, the SAG-AFTRA, all these guys, they'll come together and they'll say, listen, if people want to release an AI film in theaters and contend with us, you need to say it's AI. That will tank the box office for any AI film because people out of principle don't want to watch AI. People are up in arms about it all the time, right? So yeah, that's how I see it going down personally. That's how everything goes, man. Oh, you need to legally do this, otherwise you're under breach of this law, And they're gonna do a money thing too, where AI filmmakers can only make so much. Yeah, I don't think it's good enough to replace film by the end of the year, though. No way in hell. People can still tell it's fucking AI. I see all these reels where there's just realistic looking AI, but people in the comments are on it, But hey, man, it does fool me some of the time. But it's also very grainy, the AI stuff. So it still needs to be refined. Pennywise versus Null. Bro, Null is the god of the void. All right? That's what he is. He fucked that brother up. Null has way more feats, bruv. Zaffy got his work cut out for him against KSI in that forehead. KSI in that forehead. Listen, man. One day I'm going to fight KSI, all right? And I'm going to win. We'll see. Null versus the Fallen. Oh, that's a good one. Probably, yeah. Null's still a freaking god. That's the problem. Null can kill your boy Sentry. He tore him in half in the comics, bro. That's the fucking most depressing thing ever. Bro, Sentry did kill Null the same way, though. But Null he's a god, right? So, but yeah, I don't want to see Null enter the MCU only to mop the floor with my boy. That would be so depressing for me. That'd be sick, though. Andrew Tate versus Jason Love boxing match. Jason Love would fuck this dude up. Andrew Tate can't fight. You see his last fight, bro? I'd fuck that dude up, let alone Jason Love. Jason Love is huge. No will return. None of these guys can. They're all degenerate weirdos. Zaffy, would you spar any YouTubers? Probably, yeah. I'd probably spar a couple of YouTubers. Could Batman handle Spider-Man villains? It depends. Not all of them. Like the human ones, but Boomerang. Who else is a human Spider? Shocker. Maybe even Electro. He'd find a contingency for him, but. Like and even Green Goblin, right? Like Batman's taking on some guys, but like without contingency much, like he's gonna get fucked up. Like Venom would fuck him up, but obviously Batman could use sonic sound weapons and all that stuff, so he could take him. He would just like he'd fuck up Rhino, right? These elemental villains Batman can beat because he's already fought villains like that in his own, right? But yeah, I think guys like Carnage, Venom, these dudes, Green Goblin in his peak form would be tough. I'd love to see Green Goblin versus Batman. Two rich fuckers with technology and weapons that are crazy. That'd be sick, bro. I would pay to see that. And Goblin's like the Joker, so it'd be really cool too. Imagine the Joker, but with like superhuman abilities. That's fucking terrifying. Jason Love would beat him down with the yes, he would. Gone Girl video request. I love Gone Girl, man. I love Gone Girl. It's always people who boast the loudest that can't fight. Exactly. Zaffy, you got one choice: Sydney Sweeney or Florence Pugh. Depends. What for? I like Florence Pugh way more as an actress, and I think Florence is pretty cute. She's pretty attractive. She's hot. But Sydney Sweeney versus Scarlett Johansson versus Megan Fox, I'd pay to see that already. Just a goon session, eh? Zaffy versus the Duffer Brothers. I'd knock them both out. What the fuck are you gonna do in an octagon against me, Duffer Brothers? What are you gonna do? Try to throw a fucking jab? I don't like girls. Ooh, ooh. Bro, I'm knocking you out cold, bro. Are you crazy? Fucking pieces of shit. Doctor Doom versus Darth Vader. Probably Doctor Doom, man. Guy's fucking knocked out Thanos. It was God Emperor Doom, I guess. But Crimson King versus Null. I don't actually know the feats of Crimson King, so I couldn't tell you. Because Crimson King is like a full-on. Crimson King is the main villain of this cosmic order in the Stephen King universe, right? So it's crazy. Oh shit! This is the first time I've seen your other eye. Yeah, guys, both eyes are open for streams because I'm not blocking one out for this. The one above all versus the one above all easily. Hey Zaddy, what do you think Batman would do with prep time to beat Homelander? I think because Homelander bleeds to Maeve, he would probably figure out that there is a certain amount of force that could make Homelander bleed. But I think he would try to weaponize something like the virus, the Supes virus, or replicate Soldier Boy's power somehow. That's what I think he would do. He'd create a weapon out of Soldier Boy's energy that can vaporize V. John Constantine's my favorite, and Spawn, who wins in a fight? I don't actually know. I think in melee combat, Spawn has a lot of advantages, but the thing about Constantine is he has a lot of, different things, spells, weapons at his disposal. So yeah, I don't know. Spawn is in a lot though, bro. He's become like a god angel level Spawn, I think he'd fuck up John. Physically, John can't do anything to him. Spawn killed God, yeah. Yeah. Favorite song? That's a tough one. Probably Everybody Wants to Rule. That's my favorite song. Who wins, Drake or Kanye West? Kanye for the win, bruv. Fuck Drake. Both of them are weirdos, bruv. Both of them are sus. Bro, I saw something, by the way. This happened a while ago, but Kanye made a song in which he admits to banging his little cousin, who's a male, who's little. Like he was 13 or his cousin was 12 or 11 or some shit. Am I reading this correctly? He made a song in which he admits that he had like relations with his cousin when they were kids or something. Oh my god, man, the humiliation ritual keeps going on. They're all sus as fuck. They're all weirdos. You should read or watch Tokyo Ghoul. That's another one, bro. That's all right. This is the last 2 minutes, guys. You think we can really take over Hollywood? Yes, because I think the more and more Hollywood becomes out of touch and the less and less theaters begin to matter, and the more and more I've heard things about streaming services that care a lot about influencer name recognition. So I think there's a reality where creators online can take over personally. Now, there's when you got to think about it. What does taking over the industry mean? Are you going to take over all the production houses? All the producers are going to obey you? All this stuff? Are you going to create your own Hollywood? That stuff would be hard, right? But if you have enough influence that you could beat Hollywood at their own game, make movies better than them, and have an audience that funnels into you rather than them, and makes them irrelevant, and also have a system of distributing films that makes whatever they're doing like redundant. There are ways that you could take over Hollywood. You could just end Hollywood straight up. Why is your name Zaffy? I can't tell you. Zaffy versus Slappy the dummy. I'd fuck Slappy up. I'd clap Slappy. Alice in Borderland is good. Okay. Kanye hasn't integrated into our culture. I don't think Kanye has integrated into anything, bruv. Society hasn't even integrated into society, let alone fucking the culture. Our Emperor Zaffy. Thank you. Zaffy, have you seen any of the Junji? Are you talking about The Ring or Jumanji? I can't even tell what you said. I don't think The Ring is Junji, is it? Zaffy versus Doctor Doom. Me. Do you think Homelander should win the finale? No, but he should put up a really good fight and fuck most of these guys up, to be honest. Like, I ain't trying to see Starlight and Kamiko doing shit to him. Stop. Huey. Oh, Mother's Milk? No, fuck off. Zappy versus Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible. Junji did Ito did Uzumaki. Okay, Junji Ito. I have not. George R. R. Martin versus Frank Herbert. I haven't read any of this shit. I haven't read any of their shit. Fuck, you know what, Frank? Because George R. R. Martin took forever to write his last few books and has screwed over the entire show. He has risen, baby girl, stop eating meat. This guy never gives up. Well, I'm about to end the freaking stream and eat some meat, bruv. Homelander will probably get torn by Butcher's cancer tentacles. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they're that strong. I think they're strong enough when he's teamed up with other people to fight Homelander. Personally. Hancock versus Spawn. I think Soldier Boy will team up against Homelander again. I don't see Soldier Boy. I see Soldier Boy turning coat at some point. Batman Beyond video request. You know what? I am gonna make a video on why hasn't Batman Beyond happened yet. Missed opportunity video. Would you guys like that? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me type that in right now. Batman Beyond. I can actually do a script pitch for that too. I have an Avatar. The Last Airbender video coming too. Batman Beyond. Good idea. Deathstroke versus Bane. Deathstroke, man. Absolute Batman versus the Batman Who Laughs. Batman Who Laughs went cosmic. Zappy versus Deathstroke. Deathstroke. Well, what do you think about Spider-Verse? I like the first one. I really like the second one, but I thought the ending was a bit of a cop-out. But I like them both. Absolute Batman is vicious. He is. I think the Butcher versus Homelander fight would be like Punisher versus Russo. Maybe. That would be sick, guys. But I would need to buy that Butcher is that level of powerful. I don't yet. I don't care that he tore Victoria Newman in half. I know she's very durable, but still, like Homelander has a lot of flight and other powers. Guys, I have to end this soon. Last couple things. What's up, Zaffy? What's up, bro? Can you do a video on Mr. Robot? Okay, I'll watch it. Zaffy, watch Pokemon Detective Pikachu, bro. That's good. Okay, Mind Flayer versus Spawn. But fuck him up. Zaffy, are you gonna watch Mark Pillar's movie? Yes, I am. Video about Dead Day by Daylight World. Put it in the suggested topics. Mind Flayer versus Spawn. Spawn wins. Doctor Strange versus Eren Yeager. I haven't seen what Eren Yeager becomes at the end of Full Metal Alchemist. Sorry, not what am I saying? Attack on Titan is Eren Yeager. I mixed them up. Doctor Strange probably. Yeah. Which superheroes do you think would lose to death in Final Destination? Pretty much most of them. Yeah, most of them. Alucard, you can't beat death unless you're like a cosmic entity, right? Or you have some binding to the universe. Like I don't know actually. Satan versus Zaffy. Zaffy all day. Zaffy versus Calvin Brunettes, they would win. For Yauja versus the Turtles, depends on the Yauja. Like if you have like Deck and Wolf, that's problems. Hellboy versus horror movie characters. Hellboy. What do you think of the Mogville? Haven't seen it. Can you do Miles Morales video? Okay. Zaffy comes to Scotland, maybe. Please review Scarecrow 2002 video request. Okay, so put in the suggested topics, okay? All right, guys, I'm done. I'm going. My head's burning. All right. My stream is collapsing. All right, guys. Thanks for coming. Love you guys. Bye.